Hello everyone, Mast3r Zak here. Today we are going to be playing the Arknights X Limbus Company event. So this should be a lot of fun. Without further ado, let's just jump right in. Sorry that we're on the intermission screen. The game is still patching. It's taking a little bit longer than I was expecting, so we're just going to have a little time here to talk real quick. But yeah, how's it going, Plages? How's it going, Frozen Trees? How's it going, Aubrey? Hello, Newt King. Hello, Trace. And how are you doing, Hoshi? How are you guys as well? You got everything in 1610 pulls, yo. 160 pulls. Hoshi got it all in 70 pulls. Truly favored by the gacha. Truly favored by the gacha. That is an insanely low amount of pulls. Zak's flesh vessel reminds me of an old classmate of yours. Probably a coincidence? Oh no. What do you mean flesh vessel? What do you mean flesh vessel? Also, hello, Depressed Calculator. How are you today as well? But yeah. Oh, the game is loading in. Let's go. Black screen. We gotta wait. Oh. Let's go. Dude, it's like animated. Hold up. Hold up. This looks sick. Also, it's playing Millie. Interesting. Dude, this screen looks so cool. Limbus Company X Arknights. Yo. Dude, I have no knowledge of Arknights whatsoever. This should be a lot of fun. Human Zak, not VTuber Zak? When have you seen Human Zak? Like, what? Did my, camera accidentally turn on? Hopefully not. Ba-bum. Uh-oh, we gotta wait for it to load in. Uh-oh. 1.39 gigabytes of data. Actually, that's more, at least that's more than the 22 bytes. That's actually a reasonable amount of data to have to be downloaded. You know what? You know what? I doubted you, Project Moon, for some reason, but no. You're right. That is a decent amount of data. You got everything in 170 pulls? Yo. Since you are an Arknights fans, permission to explain any lore questions you have. Zak, sir, Master, sir. True. I probably will ask a few questions, but I don't want to get spoiled too much, because, who knows? Maybe I'll play Arknights one of these days. I'm going to try not to spoil myself, but yeah. The waiting for stream start was what you were, what you assumed Human Zak looked like? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do have, a version of me. Also, it's, lagging. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no, never mind. Alright. Good. It works now. Let's go. Please, can I? I'll ask you when... I'll ask when I need lore confirmation, I guess, Hoshi. Alright. We can unmute it so that Millie doesn't copyright claim my whole channel. Brink. Alright. Got Greg at 90, Faust at 150, Hong Lu at 160. Yo. Non-spoilery? Okay, that sounds good. Alright. It's taking a little bit to load. My computer also is experiencing issues. Hopefully that doesn't persist. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on, just a little bit more. Now loading. Just a little bit more. Let's go. Oh, there's a check-in event? Yo. Hold up. Hold up. Chat. If you weren't gonna be able to get the pulls before, now you can. Wait, actually, this is so funny. Look. It's a guaranteed 3-star extraction. Which means you can't get E.G.O. That's so that's so funny and so mean and Hey guys, here's a free 3-star extraction ticket. For all those people that want to pull during the Arknights event. Oh, 3-star extraction ticket? Oh, you can't get the E.G.O. Oh, this is so evil. This is so evil. Oh, that's so funny. Alright. Yo! Concurrent player gift of appreciation. A free 10 pull. See, this can pull E.G.O, chat. This can pull E.G.O. Hold up. Never mind. They're actually goated. They're actually goated. But yeah. I don't know why I went there. I did not... I'm really sad to say, I did not really care about the spring cultivation event. Now that I know events are gonna have bot gacks, I don't feel the need to grind for resources for these, because I don't have any of the characters, and also I don't want to do the... I don't know, I feel like Mirror Dungeon now, I don't like to grind Mirror Dungeon as much. But yeah, so we just kind of have all these that I can't really get because the event is over. But I'll probably exchange some of the rewards, I guess. I'll get, like, I don't know, random boxes. Yippee. But yeah. I'll get Enka fill-in box, and I'll get, like, a normal shard crate. There we go. Prediction for the gambling? We'll see, we'll see. Oh, I probably need this so that I can actually do the event. Sam Joe, true. But yeah. There's also a nerf to the foes on normal mode of the event, so they are giving a 10-pull ticket. Yo. Let's go. I have 55,000 lunacy. Alright, chat. I will say, this event is gonna be easy. This event is gonna be in the bag. You wanna know why? Because I have been doing my due diligence. I have not only been saving lunacy and extraction tickets myself, I have also been telling other people to. I have been the, like, patron saint of Project Moon. I've been telling everyone to save their lunacy. Save your pull tickets for the Arknights event, because they're never coming back. And I believe that Project Moon will reward me. Kim Ji-hoon himself will reward me with every single one of the E.G.O in this event, because I have spread his word, I have spread his message to save for the Arknights event. Watch this, chat. Bear witness. Watch what happens when you follow Project Moon's wishes. Wait, hold up, maybe? Okay? I got Rabbit Heathcliff. I was not expecting that. Well, I guess this is what you get. Kim Ji-hoon, you put the wrong thing in. I don't want a 3-star Kim Ji-hoon. I want the Arknights event E.G.O. Oh no. Well, we got Rabbit Heathcliff now, so let's extract again. Oh, it's blue. You're blue now. You're blue now. Hold up. Blue. There's a blue thing behind me. You're blue now. Let's go. Just like that, chat. Just like that. Project Moon has rewarded me. 20 pulls. 20 pulls is all it took for Hong Lu to come home. That's right, chat. Collaboration limited. To remain oneself, Hong Lu. And I'm not done yet. We're gonna extract again. Uh-oh. Okay, well, it's not blue this time. Papyrus's attack has stopped. Uh-oh. Kim Ji-hoon, please. I'm almost out of tickets, Kim Ji-hoon. Kim Ji-hoon, I saved. Kim Ji-hoon, I told everyone else to save. Kim Ji-hoon, please. Gold? Well, we don't really care about gold as much. We care about... that's Gregor. We don't... Uh-oh. There goes our pull tickets. Uh-oh. Well, I mean, to be fair, we did get Hong Lu. Let's check him out. Also, we got Rabbit Heathcliff, which is high. Let's go. H.E. It replaces Dimensional Shredder, which is kind of interesting, but I haven't actually seen this yet. So this will be like a first reaction to the actual, like, stuff that is in this. Also, why is this image so low quality? Hello? Like, you can see the pixels? Hello? W place art be like? Huh? I don't know. Anyways. No, this art is sick, though. This art is sick. On use, gain... Oh, it's got 4 attack. Wait, I can't count. Gain poise before attack at 5 poise. Final power +1. If this unit has thunder, deal plus 15% damage. If this unit has higher thunder, deal 27% damage. I don't know why it's not just 30, but I guess they had to pre-nerf it. Gain offense level up and defense level up. Yo. Wait, this is just a buffer? After attack, gain 5 thunder. Lose 1 stack at the end of turn. So wait, you're gonna just get offense level and defense level for like 4 turns? Oh no, you're gonna get... Does it stack? It might stack. Hold up, you might get like 4 offense, 4 defense. Hold up. This unit has Thunderer or higher Thunderer. Consume all of it and gain 5 a higher Thunderer. Yo! So if you use it basically twice in a battle, as long as the battle isn't, like, more than, like, as long as you're spending it between 5 turns, you just buff him again. You buff the buff. This unit has Thunderer, deal plus poise potency divided by 2 damage on critical hit. If this unit has higher Thunderer, deal poise potency plus poise count divided by 2. That's actually crazy. Dude, Mirror Dungeon? Hold up. You could just get plus... And then inflict 1 sinking. That 1 sinking is so funny. It's sinking as well, I guess. You just get 1 sinking. For no reason. It's just there. Oh, also, this is the, like, non-upgraded version. Hold up. Can I see the upgraded version? Am I able to see what it looks like when it gets up-tie? Hold up. Okay. Now we're talking. This is up-tie 4 of it. Recuperate half of E.G.O resources and SP consumed by this skill? That's insane. Gain attack weight with Thunderer. Gain 2 attack weight with higher Thunderer. Plus 45, plus 25. Hold up. This unit has Thunderer, deals poise potency damage on critical hit, max 20%. Higher Thunderer, deal max 40. Inflict 3 sinking? Chat, the 3 sinking. The 3 sinking is what it's all about. Also, hello, Cheeky. I've played Project Sekai. What on earth are you talking about? I have no idea. Anyways, yo, 3 Unbreakables, targets randomly. Gain 4 poise and 4 plus 4 is poise 4. Blah, 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 blah. Poise. It's a status effect. Anyways, what was I thinking? Is there a good poise Honglu? Because that's what we really need to know. Gain Thunderer. Okay. Deal pride damage. Deal pride damage. Poise potency. If this, that's really good. And the sinking comes back. Among the E.G.O resources consumed to use to remain oneself Honglu, gain 1 E.G.O resource of least own affinity. Okay, so it, like, refunds you a little bit. Deal plus 1% damage for every Thunderer or High Thunderer stack lost or consumed in this encounter. Yo. Okay. This is pretty good. Also, it's 1 Sloth. You can't see it because I'm blocking it. 1 Sloth, 2 Gloom, and 4 Pride. That is pretty easy to make with my teams. Hold up. That's pretty good. How did the rolls go? I have done... I got the Honglu 1 in 20. All my tickets are gone, though. All my tickets are gone. You haven't played the event. You can only watch the pulling. Alright. Hello, Alexiel. How's it going? Alright, anyways. It's time to use the pull ticket they gifted us. In the mail, Project Moon, Kim Ji-hoon himself, has gifted us a 10 pull ticket. This 10 pull ticket is going to get us the remaining event E.G.O. Watch this. This is Kim Ji-hoon's gift to me. It looks orange now, but watch, it's gonna become blue. Just like how Papyrus's attack turns the soul blue. Okay, never mind. Okay, never mind. Kim Ji-hoon, please, please, I've preached. I've been your patron saint. We're on lunacy now. Please, Kim Ji-hoon, I've been your patron saint. Here, I'll shuffle it. We want the Gregor. We want Gregor. Please, Kim Ji-hoon. I've told everyone to save. I've been good, Kim Ji-hoon. Please. I've preached your gospel, Kim Ji-hoon. Please. Please, Kim Ji-hoon. No. Kim Ji-hoon, please. Please. Oh, no. Kim Ji-hoon, please. Please, Kim Ji-hoon. Blue! Zach, did you actually want these E.G.O, or is it the limited aspect? I have no idea what these E.G.O do, Cheeky. They're gonna disappear, though. What if they're the best E.G.Os in the game? What if they're the best E.G.Os in the game? We need to get them. We need to get them. Kim Ji-hoon, please. Please, Kim Ji... Blue! Not yellow! Blue! Unless the yellow becomes the blue. Kim Ji-hoon, please. That's not even a new one. Blue! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We got Honglu in the first 20 pulls. It's been 100 and no one else. No one else has come to our aid. Blue! 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 Dude, I feel like I'm an actual gambler going to, like, a casino. I'm just yelling out colors. Blue! Blue! Oh, no. They will collab when they return with Arknights again? No, they won't. It's like, actually, physically, these E.G.Os will never return again, and I'm pretty sure it's against the law if they did return. I'm pretty sure it is, like, super illegal. Hold up. I'm like, pretty sure that it is, like, very illegal if these were to ever return. Like, they literally cannot return ever. Where is it? Where is it? Where does it say? Please note that once Pilgrimage of Compassion new E.G.O extraction is over, Unbrilliant Gory Gregor, Command Meltdown Faust, Remain Oneself Honglu cannot be obtained from other extractions or Yi Sang exchanges of other extractions. And also that they are, look, it says that they're, can only be obtained. Yeah. Because they are advertised, because this is a product. Because this is a product. They cannot say, oh wait, we're actually bringing it back, if it's advertised on its limited availability. So, yeah. We lacked critical information. The patch notes said if they collab with Arknights again, they will return. Oh. Well, I have nothing to save my lunacy for anyways. Let's go gambling. Oh no. Kim Ji-hoon, please. Kim Ji-hoon, please. Kim Ji-hoon, please. I've literally told everyone. I've spoken here and there. Every single person I've said to save your lunacy for the Arknights event. I've preached for you, Kim Ji-hoon. I preached for you. Please, please, give me the E.G.Os. Kim Ji-hoon. Oh no, my lunacy, my lunacy. Kim Ji, oh, Kim Ji-hoon. Thank you. Thank you. Find your own answers. I prayed and it worked. It worked. Let's go. Command Meltdown Faust. In this long journey, in times of restlessness, the search for hope and for a future, find your own answer. True, this is Kim Ji-hoon telling me. He said, hello. I see that you are gambling. I gift you this. And realistically, we're just gonna have to hit the 200 pity again. This is the second banner in a row we've had to do that. Oh no. Oh no. But hey, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Hold on, I should view this from the gacha itself. Let's see, what does it do? If the main target has burn or rupture. Okay. A rupture burn build. I do like that the E.G.Os are like very varied in the status effects. Like the other one was, Honglu's was poise and sinking, even though the sinking was literally just like add one sinking at the end. But I like that they're doing like multiple status effects, because that way, like, these are really like, the E.G.Os are really like usable in multiple teams. And I think that means that people will be able to use them more and utilize their unique abilities a lot better. Deal damage, okay, max 25% if this unit has hardened shell barrier. Stack 3, defense level up immediately before getting hit by an enemy. Consume half of hardened shell barrier and gain protection equal to the stack consumed. Okay. Max stack 10. Okay, turn it and lose 3 stack. That's scary. Lose 3 stack. Heal. It's Fluid Sac! It's Fluid Sac! Chat, it's Fluid Sac 2! Heal self and one ally with the least HP percentage by 30% of this unit's max HP. Chat, it's Fluid Sac 2. Welcome back. Welcome back, Faust healing. Oh, wait, it's an HE. Oh, you can't use this and Fluid Sac at the same time. Oh no. I didn't consider that. Oh no. If this unit is at max HP, heal 2 other allies instead. Yo. Heal 15 SP for 2 allies, including this unit with the lowest SP. Chat, it's Fluid Sac 2. What can I say? It's Fluid Sac 2. Inflict 3 burn, 3 rupture, and 3 burn. I love how it's just like inflict like the lowest status effect amount. Oh no. Base power +1 for every 6 rupture potency and plus rupture count on target, max 2. Gain attack weight for 3 highest resin, max 2. Okay, and it's got 2 unbreakable coins. Yo, 4 coins total. Gain 10 hardened barrier shell if the skill's damage did not stagger or kill any target. Take HP damage. Ooh, that's kind of scary. And gain shield equal to HP damage taken due to this effect times 2. This damage does not kill this unit. Okay, interesting. Max out the hardened shell barrier stack at turn end and gain 2 damage up next turn, once per turn. Inflict rupture, 1 rupture, 1 rupture, 2 rupture count. Oh no, if the skill's damage did not stagger or kill any target, deal plus 30% damage. Inflict 3 burn. Oh no, is it just like 1? It's just like 1 burn, 1 rupture. Oh no. Oh, that's so funny. Anyways, chat, anyways. You were like, you'll pull to get the kinda pretty Ishmael, and maybe it'd be cool to get the sexy Gregor too, and then you learned Ishmael was free and Gregor was the WoW. Oh no. Gregor was the WoW. But look at it, it's Hero on a plastic horse fighting like it's real with a cardboard sword. It's peak. Hi, Honglu. Alright, anyways, let's pull for Gregor, please. What if we get it here and now? If we hit pity, I'm fine. If we hit pity, I'm fine, but like, what if we get it here and now? What if we get to pity, nothing, actually? Actually, oh, gold! I was gonna say, I kind of prefer to not get it now, because, like, then the pity is for nothing. Unless I can get, like, the Arknights voice. Gregor! Gregor! This is not the Gregor E.G.O that I was looking for. Is this Arknights Gregor, chat? Is this Arknights Gregor? I think I pulled the wrong Arknights Gregor, chat. Z-Way Association, South Section 4, Gregor. I mean, he kind of looks like the guy, the guy in the E.G.O art, but I don't think this is the right Gregor. That's a lot of Gregors, though. Alright, I'm pretty sure we got just 2 more. What if you pity the announcer? I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure it said that the announcer was, where is it? I'm pretty sure Kim Ji-hoon said, yeah, the announcer pack was, paid lunacy only. Which I'm not gonna get, because I don't even know what this character is. Like, I don't care for Arknights like that. I don't know anything about Arknights. I'm an Arknights noob, chat. Alright, anyways. 2 more 10 pulls, chat. 2 more 10 pulls and then we hit pity. 2 more 10 pulls is all we need. Come on. Alright. Uh-oh. Well, just like that, chat. We hit pity. And just like that, 200 pulls. We gain unbridled glory. Gregor, do not fear the absence of brilliance. Yo. He's kind of stanced up, though. He's kind of stanced up. Also, this guy's hand is massive. I never realized that. And just like that, our pulls are complete. We did it, chat. We literally completed it. Hold on. Let me actually look at him in here so that we can see like the full power that he possesses. Why is this guy's hand so big? Look at this guy's hand. Why is he like, oh wait, that's not his hand. Is it? No, that is his arm just like going like this? No, is that this thing's hand? Yeah, I think that's this thing's hand. Look, it kind of like its arm goes here. Where's this guy's arm? I guess it just kind of like it like disappears actually. I thought this was his hand. I was like, that's a massive hand for this guy. If anything, if this guy's hand was actually that big, we should have given this thing to Mersault. But yeah, there's Gregor. He's got blue. Hold up. Hold up. You're blue now? Damien group? Yeah, this guy kind of did look like the ID we pulled. But yeah, anyways, let's see what he is. Yo. He's sloth. That makes sense. 3 sloth. 2 pride and 2 wrath. Okay. Unbrilliant glory, flowing. When used for the first time in battle, consume 1 fewer wrath, 2 fewer sloth, and 1 fewer pride. Okay, that's pretty good. For a WoW, that's pretty good. At +1 man in scabbard, activate Unbrilliant Glory Incandescence instead. Hold up! Multiple tiered E.G.O? Man in scabbard. For every stack divided by 8, gain 1. Max stack 40? Dude, we better be gaining like 100 of this per like thing. What the heck? Max stack. For every stack divided by 8, gain 1 aggro. Max 5, rounded down. Affects the leftmost skill slot on dashboard. So Gregor, this works with like a tanky Gregor best, I guess, because you're going to want to have him take damage. For every stack divided by 20, gain 1 protection. Gain 10 stack at the end of turn. Can gain up to 20 stack per turn. Okay. Okay. So wait, if you have Man in Scabbard, you automatically gain stack at turn. Okay, so it just like builds on itself. Alright, if this skill does not hit an enemy, do not trigger defense skill. The external effect cannot trigger this skill to be used. No! No coin skill reuse on this E.G.O. RIP. It's washed. Oh no. This would, because it's probably gonna be, it would probably be broken if it did. Gain 1 Man in Scabbard. Heal 25 SP. Wait, that's goated? Infinite sanity glitch working? Gain 2 offense level up and 1 damage up next turn. External effects cannot re-trigger this skill to be used. Okay, this is the incandescent version. This is the horse. Chat, this is the horse. At 40 Man in Scabbard. Becomes clashable. On use at 40 Man in Scabbard until this skill ends. This unit cannot be staggered from taking damage and gains clash power plus 20. Dog, he's just gonna win. I'm sorry, plus 20 for free? Automatically 10, so that's 30. Plus another 5, that's 35, just for free? For free? And if it doesn't hit the coin, if it doesn't hit the unbreakable, oh well, still plus 30, that's pretty good. Consume all Man in Scabbard and gain the following effects, all of them rounded down. For every stack consumed, divide by 20. Recuperate 1 E.G.O resource. Pride, then Wrath. Okay. For every stack consumed, gain 1 attack weight, max 4. Yo. Oh, so this thing can just kill like 7 things. Okay, got it. Stack consumed, divide by 10. Gain defense level up. If 40 stack was consumed, the 4th coin deals 100 plus 100% damage, and this unit gains 2 protection. For attack. Deal 5% damage. Okay, so like this one doesn't matter at all. This is just, hey, use your E.G.O once, Lamau. And then afterwards, we start getting into the like, okay, this is a WoW E.G.O. Deal 5% damage for every 8 burn and tremor. Okay, so this is burn and tremor. On the main target. Heal 5 SP for every target that was staggered or killed due to this skill's damage, max 25. Okay, so this one auto heals. This one you need to like actually lock in. Gain 1 Man in Scabbard. Okay, so it can be reused. If this skill does not consume 40 Man in Scabbard, the leftmost skill slot in the dashboard gains plus 4 aggro next turn. Reuse this coin. Man in Staggered stack consumed 3 times. 3 times. That's crazy. Coin, if the coin isn't cracked, and if the target, it targets 3 plus enemies, the final coin used deals plus 20% damage. For focused encountered, each part counts as 1 target. Inflict 1 burn, inflict 1 tremor. On hit without cracking, if this is the final coin. If the target has plus 15% trigger tremor burst, then reduce the target's tremor count by 1. If the coin was used 4 times, deal sloth damage equal to tremor. So, okay, so this is like tremor. If you got a defensive tremor build Gregor, this E.G.O is actually goated. Hold up. Hold up. And then Unbrilliant Glory flowing. Targets randomly. If they're a 3 plus target, if the coin hits... Okay, this is the scary part, because it can, like, just literally kill your team, probably. Coin 1 to 3 hit without cracking. The final coin deals 30% damage. Once per coin and focused encounter, each part counts as 1 target. At 40, Man in Scabbard, base power plus 1. Consume all Man in Scabbard. Okay, defense level up. It's basically the Awakening, just weaker. Base power minus 4 for every cracked coin. Minus 16. Consumed skill, leftmost. Okay. Unbreakable, tremor burst, tremor. Yeah, okay. I forgot to check Faust passives, but we'll do that later. Gain Man in Scabbard when meeting one of the following conditions. Gain 1 for every 3 HP damage taken from getting hit. Gain 1 for every 5 shield HP damage taken from getting hit. Gain 10 per staggered ally when another ally becomes staggered. Gain 20 per dead ally when other allies are killed. See, you know what would be cool? I feel like it'd be really cool if E.G.O passives activated without having to activate the E.G.O first. I know that'd be broken, but I feel like certain WoWs that would be, like, fitting with. If this unit is staggered due to damage, and if this unit has 40 Man in Scabbard, fix all of this unit's resistance values to 2 for the turn. That's insane. Oh, does that mean it's fatal? And yeah, okay, never mind. That means it's fatal. So it's fatal to everything, but recover from stagger. Okay, that could be that's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, okay, that's a good E.G.O. They definitely made the E.G.Os be good. And also we got Z-Way Association. Hello. All right, Garden of Thorns, get out of here. We don't want you anymore. The Roaring Knight. True. All right, what are you? Heal one... Wait, turn start. Doctor. Turn start. Heal self and one ally with lowest HP percentage by hardened shell barrier stack % of this unit's max HP. If this unit is at max... So it just heals passively? If the heal receiving units are 25% multiply? This is Fluid Sac 2? Wait, this is actually Fluid Sac 2. It does less Fluid Sac healing in the Awakening, but then passively heals people for as much hardened barrier shell as you have. If the last E.G.O skill Faust used during this encounter was Command Meltdown, lose only 1 stack of hardened shell barrier at turn end instead? Wait, so literally, if you use this, it's goated. Hold up. It's way better than Garden of Thorns for sure. That's for sure. Wait, hold up. I'm sorry, Fluid Sac. We literally have to. Oh, Fluid Sac. I'm so sorry, but Fluid Sac 2 is here. Fluid Sac 2 is here, chat. Oh my gosh. You know what? Wait, hold up. Let me see. Who do we have? I'll do the WoW first. Oh, actually... Do I have like an E.G.O ticket to use on the WoW instead? Because I know WoWs are expensive. But yeah. Actually, you want to know why they don't have any IDs this Kanto? It's so they don't spoil stuff in the Uptie story. That's why. That makes a lot of sense. I do not... Do I have a free Uptie? Hold up. Did I just waste that? Do I have a free... No, that's a free claim. What the heck is this? How did I get this? I don't know how I got that. That's a module takeoff. I don't have any E.G.O takeoffs. Dang. Also, I have a Season 5 guaranteed de-extraction ticket. Uptie 4, all the E.G.Os? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. But yeah. So 200 pulls, that's a little much. My lunacy is definitely a little bit lower than I would have liked it to be. Especially with my tickets being non-existent now. But you know what? Honestly, not that bad. Not that bad. 200, I hit pity, that's fine. You have enough shards for everything? That is true. Yeah, we're gonna just fully... And I definitely have enough threads for everything. And I can use like 5 of these, but I don't know what those are. Alright. Just like this. Thread spin 4. You got a ton of shards from dupes? Oh, right, true. Yeah. But yeah, how did your guys' pulls go, chat? I heard people got them in like 70. Some people got them in like 140. What did you get? What did you get, if you haven't already said? If you've already said, it's lower than what I've gotten it in. But yeah. Dude, these are peak. These are peak. Hold up. Let's get them all leveled up. I think Dawn should have gotten the horse. Oh, wait. I completely... You know what I completely forgot to check? I completely forgot. Also, like, these are gonna... I'm gonna farm for this event, chat. I'm farming for this event. I forgot to check. We gotta see what Ishmael Title Elegy does. When attacking a single target in focus encounters... Also, unbreakable coins on all thread spins? Hold up. Are you sure this isn't the WoW? Also, we can... I can't zoom in, Lamau. It's not letting me. Oh, never mind, it did. Hello? Button? It's literally not letting me. I can't zoom into Ishmael. Project Moon does not want us to know. Project Moon does not want us to see Ishmael. They don't? Okay, that's the only way to do it, is to leave. You get to see her for a single frame. When attacking just a single target in focus encounters, a core and its connected parts count as a single target. Coin power +2 and deal 100% damage. Clash power +1 for every 4 sinking. Okay, sinking build. If the main target has higher than 1 gloom resist, deal +5% damage for every plus 1% excess resist. Okay, so even if it's resistant to gloom, you're still gonna do damage. At plus 2 gloom resin, deal plus 10% damage for every gloom resin. If one or more... So, you... gloom. Okay, do resin. If one or more targets is killed, deal sinking potency on each target, divide by 2 gloom damage against 2 random enemies. Max 15, prioritizes target enemies with the most sinking potency. Alright, it's sinking and tremor, interesting. Have I played the story yet? I have not. I just finished pulling. Inflict bind. If there are staggered, part, broken, or killed units among the targets, inflict 2 singing against... Okay. So it's... There's a lot of... Okay, I found... It's interesting. There are 4 E.G.Os, right? There are 4 E.G.Os. And there are 2 E.G.Os with sinking. 2 E.G.Os with burn. And 2 E.G.Os with tremor. I find that very interesting. None of them get bleed. Bleed it has been robbed. I thought we were gonna get like one of each like E.G.O resource in each ID, but I guess not. Kim Ji-hoon hates bleed. Targets randomly. Clash power plus 1 for every 5 sinking on the main target. Gain the following effects for 3 highest resin, if it was a gloom resin. For every 2 highest resin. Gain attack weight. Gain 15 damage. Gain blunt damage to the next turn. Okay. That's only good for a blunt... Gloom damage. Okay, so a gloom and blunt Ishmael. Interesting. If there are staggered parts, broken, or killed units, inflict gloom fragility. Okay. Okay. So this is a gloom resin build. And then you got a little bit of tremor burst as well and sinking. Combat start. If there is just a single enemy and this unit's leftmost attack skill on the dashboard gains... If there is a single enemy, this unit's leftmost attack skill on dashboard gains clash power plus 1 and deals 11.5 damage on hit after clash win. Including E.G.O skills. Sorry, I thought that was saying excluding. Including for the turn in which this unit returned or substituted in. Min and max speed plus 1, clash power plus 1. Okay, that's kind of not really useful because you'll have to use your E.G.O in the first place, so I don't really know a situation where this actually activates. But no, this is pretty good. This is pretty good, chat. Plus 11.5. It would be nice if that was like 15 instead, but you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. But yeah, those are all the pulls, chat. That's the pulling. If you've not played the event yet, cough cough Alexiel. This is where I sadly have to say bye-bye to you. Goodbye. It's time for the Rebellion de las Masas, Pilgrimage of Compassion. Yo. What are the bonus units? Yeah, it's these guys. Yeah, max 120. Which is funny because you can get to like 160. But I guess you can get to 120 with just 3 of these. They really should allow you to boost it even further. Arknight Company, true. Sinclair Cassetti is real, trust, true. Sinclair Cassetti will be real. Alright. Oh, I hear that there's also a normal and hard version. So if I clear the hard stages, does it automatically give me the rewards for the normal stages? Please claim your progress rewards ahead of time, as they will become unavailable. Uh-oh. But yeah, if I do this right now, will I still be able to get the normal? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, let's begin. Will I? Hold up. Will I? Yes? Yo? Alright, we're goated then. We're goated. Also, for those people that are new here, welcome, welcome. Make sure to subscribe and join the Discord. I talk about Project Moon a lot. I love Project Moon. LCPC. Wait, personal computer? Guys, it's gonna be Shi-Yuha. Guys, it's gonna be Shi-Yuha. Huh? I'm sorry, who? We gotta deploy Yi Sang, Hong Lu, Ishmael, and Gregor. I'm sorry, who? Why? What? Why can't I use... Oh, also, I should get this fraud out of my inventory. Ugh. Get out of here. Alright, there we go. Now my team looks nice. Anyways, let us actually begin. Alright. So I guess we're just gonna do it like this. Oh, wait, I'm getting a call. My bad. Oh no. Sorry about that, my mom just called me. Ugh. She had to ask me a question and I didn't respond to the text message. Oh no. LCPC is the thing you give your unit's commands in Arknights. Oh, interesting. So it's like thematically correct. That's cool. Alright, let's do this. These 4 people, for some reason, they're gonna be the ones that bring us towards glory. The longer a clash goes on, the higher the final's victory damage. The victor's final damage will be. True. But yeah. Oh no. Also, my phone just got like a new like update, and all the UI has changed, and it looks bad. And like, I keep forgetting to turn my phone on battery saver mode and stuff like that. Oh no. Anyways, I was exploring a Lobotomy Corporation branch when... Oh, so this in canon takes place right after the Walpurgis night. Does it? Wait. Does this take place right after Walpurgis? iOS 26? No, it's I have a Pixel. New Pixel UI update, which makes everything worse, and it changed the size of all my apps. Now my apps, like, don't fit in the same places. And I had to, like, make a giant gap in space so my muscle memory is still, like, back. But anyways. So this takes place right after Lobotomy Corporation, right? Because, wait, no, this is wrong. Wait. Because the thing we just did was, the thing that we just did in canon was Spring Cultivation. Takes place after whatever the latest thing is. Wait, does this take place after whatever the next event is? Hold up, this might take place after the next event. Because we weren't in a Lobotomy Corporation branch last. We were at the Spring Cultivation. We were in H-Corp. Interesting. Zach, read. Oh no. Alright, I gotta lock in. My consciousness sinks into the depths. The sense of cognition, itself a concept without form, floats into the shadow of an ever-widening river, swept up in its currents to nowhere. When we ran into an abnormality. But Sade told us that Hong Yuang's Lobotomy Corp branch... Okay, so this is right after Spring Cultivation. Also, hi, Sade! Should be free of any abnormalities. Sade, nothing there theory? Even more weight? Hold up. Wait, chat. Literally, that's Sade betraying them. That's literally Sade betraying them and luring them into a Lobotomy Corporation branch. What is a thing that lures people into places in Lobotomy Corporation? That's right, nothing there. Hold up. This is crazy, chat. This is crazy. Also, for some reason, Limbus Company is using over 60% of my GPU, and it's making my VTuber lag. What? Oh no, Arknights event is gonna crash my computer. The abnormality, which had appeared out of nowhere, was more otherworldly than any we'd encountered so far in our journey, and... Nothing there? Hold up, Aleph? Appeared out of nowhere? Sade? Deep blue. Oh wait, never mind. Blue. Like Damien's group. Hold up. It was fathomlessly blue, and seemed to have a pull that endlessly drew us into itself. Just as I was about to recall... Dude! Just like how Damien presents himself to Sinclair. Like, the endless blue. Like, isn't there, like, a line of, like, Sinclair being lost in, like, Damien's blue eyes or something like that? Or, I don't remember. Yowie or something like that. Just as I was about to recall this abnormality. A myriad of scenery and a flood of incalculable thoughts crashed into my mind like wild waves. How wild? Before ebbing away from its shores. I was already lost and adrift somewhere within my own consciousness when I realized this. Just how long am I gonna be adrift? The sensation of my own consciousness floating away is quite an unfamiliar one. I floated about in that strange state for a while. What is Sancho doing? True, what is Sancho doing during this time? Oh no, she's covered and gonna be surrounded by water. Water. Also, how's the audio chat? Is it lagging? It looks like it's lagging, but I don't know. Te? Yo? Arknights woman? An unfamiliar voice seizes my aimlessly drifting consciousness. Are you Dante? The fog of my visions clears as the voice breaks through the waves, and a concerned expression comes into view. Yes, I am. Yes, I am! Ah, what a relief. Oh, shoot, is this intervallo not voiced? Oh no, R.I.P. chat. This is... I mean, yeah, I guess the first time an intervallo happens, it's usually never voiced, but that's still a little sad. No. Gregor! Gregor! Gregor? I think Dante has come too. So, who are... I was about to ask further questions to this stranger, with a particularly long animal-like ears. A horse? How hungry? Dante's like, I was gonna ask further questions, but then I became a little hungry. How hungry, Dante? Hungry. Oh no. I felt the drowsiness coursing back with terrifying memories of the dream, rendering me unable to speak. The dream ending? I have to get a hold of myself. After an indeterminate amount of time had passed, I barely managed to wake myself from slumber to get a grasp of my surroundings. Yo! This CG art is sick. They put the Arknights girl in the Limbus company style. Let's go. Dude, that looks like Sanson's outfit. Look at this. That's literally Sanson. Hold up. Hold up. Bunny? Oh, she's a bunny? I thought she was a horse. I thought it was like a Umu Musume type thing. Like everyone, it's like horse season. I guess it's rabbit season again now. Oh no, JoJo's true. By the way, Zach, I grind until Kanto 2 and didn't get anything, so you re-rolled for the collab? Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that, Leoji. Yeah, I also had to hit pity, which is 200 pulls, so it was not the most kind this time around, but you know, I got them at least. I barely managed to wake myself from slumber to get a grasp of my surrounding, only to find myself surrounded by more unfamiliarities. There was that stranger from earlier, sitting atop a rock and silently taking in the sights. A young girl who probably saved my life. Wait, so were those animal ears after all? Okay, that's not important right now. I have to prioritize figuring out just where in the world I ended up. Okay, so didn't automatically assume the animal ears were like prosthetics or something like that. So that means that there are no animal ears characters in the Project Moon universe. Oh wait, no. Wait, literally Yisang. Literally the Hyushu have like animal ears. Never mind, I'm stupid. They literally exist. Why is Dante so surprised at this? Shouldn't Dante just be like, oh, it seems a Hyushu has come to save me. So, we're standing by the Iberian coastline. How are you feeling? A little out of it, but I'm okay otherwise. Iberia, huh? Yes, we're in Iberia. Well, given that we're next to an ocean, maybe I drifted all the way to U-Corp's Great Lake? Iberia was an unfamiliar name, but that was all I had to go on, given that the city was still full of more unknowns than knowns to me. True, just like me, for real, for real. I have no idea what's happening. I radioed your colleagues when you briefly woke up earlier. They'll be here any minute. I see. What? The Limbus Company sprite style. Look at her. Rhode Island. Yo. Wait, my colleagues? You must have run into the sinners then. Dude, wait, this is such, like, an awful scenario. What do you mean Dante got knocked unconscious by an abnormality? That's literally a Limbus Company loses situation. That's a story-ending scenario. Dante, you gotta lock in. Actually, you gotta lock in. What the heck? How could you let yourself get knocked out by an abnormality? The sinners would just die. Like, that's like literally, we've got no other means of survival. We gotta like take off the like enhancement dampeners from like all the sinners and stuff like that and let them just lock in. We gotta take off the shoes. We gotta let Roshanante out. Or let Roshanante off. We gotta take Roshanante off of Dawn's feet and then Sancho. Or whatever. Yes. I can't speak. Someone of less intelligence than Zach? What do you mean? The fog of my mind immediately cleared as soon as I realized that the sinners were all nowhere to be seen. Sinners? I think so. I ran into them earlier. They were looking all over the place for someone with a clock for their head. Does Arknights have prosthetics? Because if not, like, this would be really weird. It was a pretty unique description, so I could tell right away that you were the person they were looking for. Nah, there's like 15 people like this in the city. You gotta realize that. So this clock head does come in handy. Wait, again, how is she like, wait, she's talking to Dante? I forgot, I completely glanced over that. Manager bud. Dante! Gregor's out of shape, again, getting absolutely mogged by Moglu. Dude, absolutely mogged. Absolutely mogged. You're ex-soldier out of breath from a short, brief jog. Meanwhile, pampered rich boy, lived in a mansion all his life, is able to outrun you and continue to hold his breath, keep his breath. Get mogged. Get mogged. Classic fraud Gregor. I'd woken up in an unfamiliar place. To an unfamiliar face. Must be a sign of unfamiliar grace. Ooh. And in the midst of this all-around sense of displacement... and I had woken feeling an all-around sense of being displaced. It could have rhymed. The faces that appeared before me were certainly a sight for sore eyes. Gregor! Hogaloo! Miss Rabbit here told me she found you unconscious by the ocean, and whew, I came as fast as I could, and oh boy, I was worried that something bad might have happened. Glad to see you're doing fine. Were you lost at sea? Bum ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum, bum 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 bum, ba-da-da-dum, 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 bum 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 bum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Just like Ishmael. I don't know. Well, what? Can? Tin can head? Dante? Do we know the material that Dante's clock head is made out of? It's tin can? It's a hollow tin can? Hollow-headed Dante? Got nothing going on in there? Oh no. Well, I do think I'm fine though. I guess not having any way to drink water's finally come in handy. Wait, does Dante not need to breathe? Can Dante just be thrown into the ocean and then just be, like, fine? I mean, I know there are, like, mermaids and, like, whales and stuff, but, like, if Dante was put into a pool, would Dante be chill? All people on Terra are animal people, which is considered the normal human to them. So the only normal person to them here is probably Gregor. You should go get that checked out, just in case. Wait, your head's waterproof, right? Gregor takes a moment to steady his breathing, then mutters a casual quip as he lights a cigarette. Well, he doesn't seem that concerned. Maybe we're not actually in that much danger. Oh no, if only this was voiced. Remember Canto 1 in the Christmas intervallo? He survived the gas? True, they did survive the gas. That is true. I forgot about that. So, what happened? Where are we? Do you remember? The 21st night of September? I think I missed that. Did I? What month is it? Is it September right now? I think I missed the 21st night of September. Oh no. Do you remember entering that Lobotomy Corp branch Shichun told us about? Shichun didn't tell us about it. Sade did. Wait! Wait! Chat, that's literally even more evidence for Sade is nothing there theory. Sade, as nothing there as Sade, shapeshifted into Shichun and told Honglu about this. Meanwhile, Sade, nothing there, shapeshifted into Sade to tell Dante about this. Hold up. Literally shapeshifted into the thing the people would trust the most. Okay, actually, Sade nothing there theory has merit, chat. It has a lot of merit now. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah. Yeah, we ran into a new abnormality and got sucked into it before we even had the chance to do anything. Man, I really thought that was it for us, especially with you getting sucked in there too, Manager Bud. Alright, can we stop talking about how Dante got sucked? Can we stop talking about that? We gotta stop talking about how the abnormality sucked Dante. We gotta pause, we gotta catch our bearings. We don't need to talk about it. Oh no. All the sinners got sucked by the abnormality, chat. Oh no. It's so over. Dante got sucked so hard by the abnormality that they passed out. Okay, that's too far. Oh no. Oh no. Zach, you are the one making this weird? Okay, but like literally that's the type of jokes that you guys would say constantly. And then now that I try to say them, I'm in the wrong. Can't believe that. Can't believe that. This is why I never say anything. This is why I never like make any quips like this, because everyone always judges me. This is the exact same response when I brought up the theory that Gregor was not Gregor, sorry. Thinking about pregnant people. That WD Gaster was pregnant with Chris. And then everyone was like, what? And I'm like, dude, it's like, what do you mean? This is why I can never speak my mind, chat. This is why we need the freedom of speech in this YouTube community so that I can clip farm. Oh no. Hold up, I gotta respond to a text message. One of my family members just sent me something. Alright, sorry about that. One of my family members just sent me a message. But yeah, anyways. But when we came to, despite waking up with our faces down in some ditch, we were all fine without a scratch. Though there was quite the mess when we realized that you'd gone missing. We wanted to search for you immediately, but it took a while before we got a better bearing of where we were. So we're not at U-Corp's Great Lake? How would you guess that, Dante? We literally haven't been talking about that. Like, this would make sense. So it'd be like, oh yeah, we're at U-Corp, right? Some of us considered that to be a distinct possibility, but it's unlikely. Ishmael was really certain that we were not in District 21. I was gonna say that exact thing. Ishmael would know if we were in the Great Lake. It would, like, smell like the Great Lake. The air would taste like the Great Lake. Ishmael would not say that this is the Great Lake, because Ishmael would just lock in and be like, this is not the Great Lake. Wait, something's wrong here. She did concede that we might be in an unknown area within the Great Lake of the outskirts, but that doesn't seem likely either, given what the rabbit-eared lady there said. Why are we just assuming that we're no longer in the city? See, if I was here, I'd be like, oh yeah, we're just in the outskirts, Lamau. This is what the outskirts is like. They're just people with rabbit ears in the outskirts. The outskirts region of the Great Lake. I've met all kinds of people from all over Terra, but I've never met anyone who referred to the Iberian Sea that way. Terra? Iberia? As I found myself puzzled by these unfamiliar terms, a very obvious question suddenly struck me. Speaking of which, who are you? Huh? Really? You fellas haven't introduced yourselves to each other yet? It's just that it's all just a lot to take in. Woohoo! It's understandable. You did just wake up from a pretty harrowing experience. She is, actually, would you like to do the honors yourself? I'm... Amiya. Amiya? 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 Amiya. What is it, chat? Amiya? Am I saying it right? Amiya? 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 Amiya. The leader of Rhodes Island. Please just call me Amiya. Well, that's what you said your name was. That's what... Why would we not... Like, if you were like Amiyanisa, like something. Like, if you had a longer name, and then you were like, please call me Amiya, that makes sense. But you're just saying you're Amiya. I guess you're saying your title as well, but like, we wouldn't call you your title. We don't know who you are. Rhode Islands could just be like a pastry shop, for all we know. Why would us at Limbus Company refer to you like that? Like, we're not gonna introduce Dante to people as Dante, manager of the sinners at Limbus Company. Oh no, oh my god! Never mind! They are! Okay, alright, whatever. Never mind. Prove me wrong immediately. Okay, alright, thanks for that. Kim Ji-hoon for proving me wrong. Oh no. Immediately. How? I'm Dante, manager at Limbus Company. Like, almost the exact same way I said it, too. I know I'm late, but thanks for saving my bacon. Marvel dialogue, quip, oh no. It seems that this Rhode Island is a pretty big corporation, but... Gregor trails off ominously and scratches his head before continuing with some mild trepidation. This young lady with the rabbit ears doesn't know what the head is, at all. Again, this could be a place in the outskirts. As far as I know, there aren't any organizations in Terra with the same characteristics as the one Mr. Gregor explained. At least not with a name like The Head. Also, sorry, it's Rhodes Island, not Rodeo. Sorry, Gregor's kinda bad with names. Okay, you know what? That's fair, Gregor. That's fair. You're not a fraud for this one, because I'm also bad with names, Gregor. Gregor's normally on the fraud watch, but we can take him off for a little bit for this. So, what you're saying is that we're not in the city anymore? It'd be weird for any higher-ups at these huge corporations to know less about the head than we do, let alone be completely clueless about it. Well, maybe we've tumbled into a previously undiscovered zone of the outskirts. That's what I'm saying! Or the ruins. Probably. That's what I'm saying! Or maybe we've really found ourselves in a completely different world. See, just because you can open a portal to the world of... Wait a second. Honglu being here is very important, chat. Honglu being here is, like, extremely important. This is the lore connotations of this are insane. Chat, Honglu can visit the World of Wonders. At first, that could have been brushed off as like, oh, he's going to somewhere else in the city, or oh, his ego manifestation is giving him access to a temporary, like, pocket dimension or something like that. I think Honglu has the ability to travel between dimensions. I think that Honglu can, like, jump over to, like, other worlds. Like, and I mean that, like, literally. Not just, like, his ego is like, oh, yeah, the World of Wonders, haha, let's visit the World of Wonders, and, like, exploring this. No, I think he's gonna be able, his final form ego is gonna allow him to, like, Dimensional Shredder? Not Dimensional Shredder, that's not the name. Wayward Passenger? Whatever the thing is on the warp train. The warp train guy that gives you the blue lighter. Zippo lighter. He's gonna be like that guy, where he can, like, just travel to other worlds. Hold up, chat. He might not be marked, but I think Honglu is gonna be able to travel to different dimensions. I think that's gonna be his thing. Hold up. This is important, chat. And Honglu's talking to us again! Hold up. In this scene right here, Honglu is talking to us. Gregor got something wrong, so Honglu's coming in to be like, actually, let me just clarify this real quick. Hold up. Honglu can travel to other dimensions, or at least he has the potentiality to do so. That's why Gregor's here, because the potential to do so. Hold up. Can you share with us what brand of copium you have been inhaling today? I'm the theorizer. I theorize. I got Hong Lu forehead theory right, Bloody Fish? You should join the Discord so that other people can explain some of the theories I've gotten right, but I've been theorizing. We've got a few that are still up to debate. Foss tier list theory, still up there. Heathcliff necromancy theory, still up there. We're gonna get Hong Lu dimensional traveler theory. I think that's gonna be our new acquisition from this one. I think it's true. I think it's true. But yeah, if you wanna know more about my theories, I've had a lot of them. Join the Discord so we can talk about them later, because I cannot spend another like hour explaining them live on stream. I've done that too much. The people here, the recurring people get mad when I do that. Even though I'm goated and I literally got them right. He's the theorizer. True. If their conjecture is correct, we're in way bigger trouble than I thought. This wasn't like the time we accidentally stranded ourselves in the outskirts via a door in the corridor. Amiya stared at me with some concern as though she felt my distress. I think I can draw a connection to something else that's happened here. Really? Also, Dante, are you not going to mention the fact that she can hear you? Yes, recently, anomalous signs and events have been occurring in Iberia. Ever since a mysterious dimensional door appeared at sea. Hold up, the dimensional door. And it's been said that this dimensional door is connected to something very, very distant. To something that we've never observed before. So, dude, they got a dimensional portal to the Project Moon universe. Chat, if a dimensional portal to the Project Moon universe opened in front of you, would you go in? Yes or no? Zach, if Hong Lu had dimensional travel, then he would have used it to escape his family. He doesn't have it now. It's potential. Limbus Company is all about potential. Sinclair is marked, but that doesn't mean he can use his marked powers now. He's got the potential in the future to activate his marked powers. Heathcliff has, like, necromancy powers, but he can't use them now. He's got the potential to activate his necromancy powers later. Which is how he gets back Kathy. Hold up, I'm goated. I'm tying it all together. Dawn is Sancho, and is a blood fiend, and has those powers, but she has to get the potential to be able to control it, and become the first kindred blood fiend of the Monchigans. She is P-Corp's blood fiend now. She has the potential to be able to control her power and use it for good. The potential to be a hero. This game is all about potential. And Gregor has the potential to, like do anything, I guess. I don't know. Oh, no. But some people in the company have already reached their peak. Have already reached their potential. And this is just a downwards trend. I.e. Otis. She got no more potential. She's there. She's just there. Seems reasonable to theorize. Hold up. Hold up. I'm the theorizer. Seems reasonable to theorize that the dimensional door is how we managed to cross over to this world. Yo. Even a portal to hell would be a better place. Oh, no. I really would have appreciated Faust's input. Where'd all the other sinners go anyways? A bit late on the uptake to be gawking around for the other sinners now, don't you think? They're at a settlement near here, where they're all helping out with various odds and ends of the village, while taking turns searching for Dante, of course. Bro, of course Gregor would be the one that's not helping out with the household chores. Hong Lu gets an excuse because he's never done chores before. My boy doesn't know how to, like, fold laundry. He doesn't know how to cook food. But, like, Gregor, come on, man. You gotta help out with people. You were in, like, the military. They gotta do that stuff all the time. Slacking on the job. Can't believe it. You know, I never thought about how difficult it would be to search for someone when we're like fish out of water too. Man. Barely even got a wink of sleep since yesterday. Everyone's got to be really tired then, so it's just you two out here for now. No, Ishmael and Yi Sang are the other half of the search party, and we just happened to be the last group in the rotation. They must have been searching elsewhere to find you, Manager Bud. Zach, read the second half of your previous comment. If your idea is true, you could say his speaking to us is part of the dimensional travel. That's true! Wait, him speaking to us? He can actually witness us? He is surrendered witnessed? Talking to the audience? Hold up. Also, I was 100% right on the Honglu is talking to the audience part, by the way, because he literally was the entire time. The Honglu forehead theory has continued to get more and more proven right as time goes on. It's genuinely insane. But yeah. Otis is old, she can't get better. True. It's hard to help with only one arm. Yeah, well, he should, like, lock in. We got news thanks to Amya's comms gear, but the other team didn't. Yeah, we got lucky. The other team, well, we don't have any way to get in touch with them, so they'll probably continue their search until their shift is done. Dude, why did we send Yi Sang out to do anything? Dante is not here. Yi Sang is quite literally the weakest sinner. We're all in our base ID forms. Why is Yi Sang not, like, covered in bubble wrap and, like, blankets right now? Dude, we don't have Dante. At any points, the sinners could die permanently. We've all got, like, power dampening on as well. And Yi Sang is weaker than our power dampening. So, like, we cannot be having Yi Sang be out here. He's gonna trip and fall and die. We gotta cover him in, like, bubble wrap blankets and, like, put, like, a safe door around him so that nothing can get him, because he's gonna die otherwise. The other sinners, I trust them, but, like, I don't know. Yi Sang is too fragile. Oh, are we talking about that village you mentioned earlier? Uh-huh. Right, you've not been there yet, huh? I guess it's a bit off the beaten path. Well, we're going to have to rendezvous with the other sinners anyway, so let's head to the village for now. Something seems to pique Amya's interest as she fell into a contemplative silence before carefully speaking up. I only poke and prod at your theory to see if it holds, if any holes form, so you potentially improve the idea. No, there are never any holes in my theory. Unless it's a theory about Swiss cheese. And that was awful. Oh no. Oh no, new Zak theory? That's right, Cheeky. Honglu Dimensional Traveler theory is real. Is real. It's here, Cheeky. It's here. New Zak theory. Streamer, please say more. Alright, Cheeky, you missed a little bit, but basically, Gregor said, like, oh, we might be in, like, the back streets, or, like, we might be in the outskirts of, like, the ocean or whatever. And then Honglu, like, butted in and was like, or we could be in a different world altogether. And then I thought about it, and I'm like, wait a second. The World of Wonders. Let's visit the World of Wonders. His ego used to refer to traveling throughout the world itself, to explore, to see all there is to see, to provide entertainment for the elders. But with his new ego, the one that he manifested in Canto 8 at the end, he actually opens a portal to the World of Wonders. And what I thought, and what probably everyone else thought, is that, oh, Honglu's either opening this portal to another place in the city, or opening a portal to, like, a temporary, like, ego-created pocket dimension that only exists when he creates his ego. But what if Honglu was actually traveling to a different world in that scene? What if his ego, what if he has the potentiality to, as his ego develops, actually travel through other worlds? It's crazy. And Honglu was looking straight at us and explaining that to us when he said that. So I think it's even more right. And also, I realized Honglu forehead theory is even more correct, because remember when I was like, oh, Honglu is speaking to the audience? He literally was. He literally was speaking to the audience, the elders of Hongyuan. He literally was speaking to an audience this entire time. I caught on to that so early, and I was literally right. I'm literally goated. But yeah. Something seemed to pique Amya's interest as she fell into a contemplative silence before carefully speaking up. I would like to accompany you there. Sure, I don't see why not. You helped us find Manager Bud, and more importantly, you seem to know a lot more about this place than we do. Haha, I don't actually know Iberia that well either, but I should be able to be of some help. Dude, we're on, like, we got, like, sent to, like, the Sentinel Islands. Like, bro, we got, like, a group of, like, people from another universe being like, oh, wow, like, this is a new place. I don't know where we are. And then we got this person here that's like, oh, I also don't really know that well, but, like, this is my homeworld. Huh? They've closed their borders and have practically locked out any foreign influences from affecting them, but I did get a briefing before the mission. Wait, so we're going to a place that doesn't want any foreign influence at all? And we're bringing people from another reality? Another, like, dimension? Another world entirely? From the city? And all their sick and twisted ideas? Uh-oh. Closed borders, huh? Then how did you get in, Miss Amia? We followed Dr. Kal'tsit's... Kal'tsit... Kal'tsit... Kal'tsits. Kal'tsits. Kal'tsits? Kal'tsits. Kal'tsits. We followed Dr. Kal'tsit's... Kal'tsit's... Kal'tsits. We followed Dr. Kal'tsit's directions and illegally crossed the country border. Uh-oh, they're gonna kill us, chat. Uh-oh. I thought it would be like, oh, we got like a permit from like the head or like something like that, like you would in Limbus Company. No, they broke into a country. Guys, I don't think Limbus Company is gonna like survive this one. We're gonna get hunted down by the government of Iberia. Illegally? Oh, does that mean you crossed the border without obtaining any permission, Amia? We had to cross the border somehow in order to investigate how and why the dimensional door came to be. Huh. Is it normal for pharmaceutical companies to be doing that? Dante, how do you know that she works at a pharmaceutical company? She has not explained that to us in any of the dialogue at all. What do you mean? I mean, I guess she did say doctor, but like... How do you know she works at a pharmaceutical company? I think Dante was originally from Arknights, chat. Dante pre-memory wipe was from Arknights. That's what it is, chat. Because there's no way you'd be knowing this. Large pharmaceutical companies often dispatch their agents for missions. Yes, Rhodes Island is, in its essence, a pharmaceutical company researching treatments for people infected with oropathy. But we also work to prevent and assist the management of various situations that can occur in high-risk areas. Okay, so they're Limbus Company? They're Limbus Company? This guy who refused to learn how to say Don Quixote or Ryushu after 2 years is sincerely trying for Kal'tsit. Well, because there's a really easy mispronunciation that I don't want to say. I don't want to accidentally say. Oh no. High-risk areas, huh? Huh? What about your companions? I doubt you came all the way here on your own. That's, we were forced to split up due to certain forces that were in pursuit. Wait, stop! Amia's ears twitched as she came to a stop and began scanning the surrounding area. Then... There! As we stood about and confused, Amia, noticing something, pointed towards the seashore hidden behind a large and cragged rock formations. What are we supposed to... Huh? Oh, hello. Then we saw someone wielding a lengthy greatsword, bickering with two familiar faces. Gog, why do we have Yi-Sang out here? Yi-Sang's literally gonna die. Again, move. You're in the way. You needn't worry, as you do. We have had ample experience battling monsters who are much like them. Yi-Sang! You cannot go out into battle! You're weaker than the weakest sinner! You're weaker than the power levels that we've, like, all been set to! Yi-Sang, get in the bubble wrap blankets now! Now! Go back! You can't be revived! You quite literally are like a sickly, like, guy that's just been in like a white room and, like, talking to himself all this time. Get in the bubble wrap and blankets now! You can't be out here! Huh? Oh no. Wait, immediately. Thighs. Oh no. Oh no. I see this is the type of game that Arknights is. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Listen, I'm not worried. It's... Come on. Better to have 3 fighters than 1, right? Besides, you're the first person we ran into out here, so we've got a lot of questions to ask. Yi-Sang! Ishmael! These stupid Arknight sprites are drawn so comically beautifully, and half the Canto 8 sprites looked awful. Oh no. Cheeky, that's because Arknights is the... Alright, Cheeky, imagine if you were making a video game, and Toby Fox, and you approached Toby Fox, and Toby Fox approached you and was like, hey, do you want to add Chris Deltarune into your game? Would you not put all of your effort into making the Chris Deltarune sprite look peak? Dante, you are unharmed. And here I was, getting ready for a 3-day-long search. What a relief. We were all really worried that we might never be able to find you. Woohoo! We managed to find them thanks to help from Miss Amia here. Amia? Are you two acquainted? Not a good time for a reunion. It can wait until after we take out the sea monsters. Skadi. Skibbity? Her name's Skibbity? Hold up. Chat, it's Skibbity. We found her. It's Skibbity. No way. No way. Are those organisms the seaborn that Dr. Kal'tsit mentioned? They're sea terrors, to be specific. The less sophisticated ones among them. Bum, 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 bum. Where'd my kazoo go? Hello? Kazoo? Uh-oh. Did I move? Oh no, where'd my kazoo go? Chat, I'm lost without my kazoo. I can't play the Funny Among Us. No. No. Funny Among Us is no more, I guess. No more Funny Among Us. Can't believe it. Doesn't even say Skibbity. It looks like it says Skibbity. Skadi. Skibbity. It literally does say Skibbity. Thank you, Cheeky. Thank you. It literally, if we put if we put an IBI there, it's literally Skibbity. You stole my kazoo? Can't believe it. I can't do the Among Us thing. And they're probably here for me. Sea terrors? I hear the sticky noise. Oh no! 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 The Ishmael slime guy! He's here! The Ishmael slime guy is here! He's found a new victim! He's found a new victim! Oh no. I hear the sticky noises of something viscous slithering against the rocks. When I turn to face the origin of the unsettling noise, I smell the heavy, wet scent of brine. Oh no, he's here! The Ishmael slime guy's distortion! Oh no. At the end of my gaze awaits strange monsters, unlike distortions, unlike abnormalities, unlike anything I'd ever seen. It's as though the sea itself, is encroaching on the land. I was almost certain we weren't at the Great Lake, but I'm not so sure anymore. Her experience with the thick scent of brine at the Great Lake must have put her in a wary mood, as Ishmael seemed to be a lot more apprehensive about these monsters than anyone else. Do you think those creatures could be whales or mermaids? I don't know. The Great Lake and the outskirts are full of unexplored mysteries, after all. Literally, Hong Lu is the only person who has said that it could be another world. I'm convinced. Oh no, it's Skibbity now, Zach? Do not back out now? Do not? Okay. Oh no. The heavy, wet scent of slime? Oh no. Low Lights is the name of an Arknight creator? Yo. Wait, did they say Low Light? I don't know. Dante, what do your senses say? Sniff it out, Dante! What do your senses say? It's unclear. I'd say the closest comparison I could make is the whales. But that's not even that conclusive. Wait, are whales not abnormalities then? Wait a second. Wait, whoa, Dante. Put the brakes on, put the brakes on. You can sense distortions and abnormalities and Picatula, right? That means whales are none of those. Whales are like, just like there. Whales are goated. What the heck? Huh? More enemies on the horizon. We should prepare for battle. Doesn't seem like we can talk things out with them, though. So let's take them out. Hi, Mao. Lowlight is the CEO of Arknights. Oh, I thought you meant like creator, like content creator. Lowlight? Oh! Free announcer, chat! Free announcer! Free Arknights announcer! Dude, this sounds like... Dude, that sounded like the whole time of year. It sounded like Millie for a second. Nervous impairment. Hold up? Hold up? Banger? What? Wait, this song's crazy. Nether Sea Brand. Yo! Hold up, Arknights might be goated? Kaimao is not the CEO? Dude, it's crazy that, like, people that know Arknights are just able to lie to me. An enemy is heavily wounded. That is true. Dude, these creatures have never been staggered before. They don't know what's about to hit them. They've never gotten the experience of being staggered. Never mind, he did 5 damage. That was an effective attack. Lie. Literally lie. If you play Arknights, you will learn to hate nervous impairment. What does it even do? At 30 stack, become staggered. Uh-oh. And then take fixed damage equal to 25% of this unit. Okay. So I just gotta be fast. I just gotta lock in. I gotta lock in. They are just a director, but they are the CEO of Arknights? Huh? Your excellent command reminds me of Doctor's very own. Okay, Amiya, you might be glazing Dante a little bit too much. You might be like, I will say, this is such a, we want to sell this announcer. We need to sell this announcer. We need to make money. We want to sell this announcer and get Arknights fans to give us money. Because no other announcer glazes us this much. No other announcer is like, whoa, way to go. Oh, nice shot. Wow, that was such a great command. They're all like, we hate you. We want you to die. Virgilius announcer is literally like, Dante, if I had my way, I'd kill you. All the other announcers do not care. They do not care. Otis moment? True! Nervous impairment was a dreaded debuff when it was first introduced, but Wandering Medic absolutely trivialized it. They're lying? That did not say Limbus Company. I read that text right there. That did not say Limbus Company. That said, good work. Let's go, everyone. What is Project Moon hiding from us? What is Project Moon hiding from us in the translation? Huh? You truly can't get over this woman speaking Japanese at me? Oh no.
Mission accomplished.
Oh! That scared me. That scared me. I did not like that. Why did it go, mission accomplished? What the heck was that? That was terrifying. Like, actual English jump scare. English jump scare. Whoa. All remaining enemies have retreated to the sea. Good work, everyone. What? Oh, my thing? Okay. Whew. Didn't think I'd have to deal with anything remotely like this outside the Great Lake. You can say that again. Okay, Gregor? She's the ocean person. It would have taken us a whole day if that Skibidi character didn't occupy the other half while Miss Rabbit helped us from a distance. Yo? Are they strong? Are the like, what's their power level in comparison to, like, one of us? Because we're not that strong in universe, so hopefully these characters are stronger than us. Because, like, dude, if, like, a actual, like, Hyushu got here, like, hold up. As we're catching our... Dude, imagine if E.G.O got transported to this universe. He could probably solo a lot of stuff here. As we were catching our breath after the battle, I heard a brief hum. When I turned to look at its source, I saw Skibidi glaring at me with palpable alarm. Strange people who transform. Oh, right, yeah, because we use our ID system. Oh, that must be a jump scare. That must be like an honest-to-God jump scare to them. Like, we just transform into other things. Yeah, it's Japanese, which drives me insane because they literally have a Korean dub. I know this because you think the entire bus is also voiced by Arknights characters. So they took the ability to be voiced by an Arknights character away from the Korean Arknights voice actor or actress and gave it to the Japanese one. You can tell which language Kim Ji-hoon plays on. All I'm saying. You can tell which language dub Kim Ji-hoon plays on. And ahead of a clock? I guess they're both technically true. What? While it's nothing more than a theory... A theory?! I think they have a lot to do with the dimensional door we're supposed to be investigating. You know what, Amiya? I think I like you now. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. You have a theory? You have a theory? Next time, though, don't say nothing more than a theory. Theories are strong. Theories are powerful. Nice to meet you, I guess. I only hear a ticking clock. Dude, she's marked. Hold up. Also, by the way, these are such, like, VTuber designs. Like, these are such, like, VTuber designs. All of the characters in Arknights are, like, themed after, like, random animals. Dude, actual VTuber designs. Got, like, the ears, got, like, the fantasy VTuber design. I know I can't be speaking because I'm a VTuber, but I'm not, like, an animal VTuber, all I'm saying. I'm just me. This is just me. I'm not playing a character. I was like, hey, can you guys make me a VTuber model of me? And they were like, sure, yeah. Ooh, that's because only us sinners can hear Dante's voice. Cuts off? Wait a second. How did Amiya hear it? See? Hong Lu is, like, telling us what we need to know. Huh? Exactly, see? What's up? And it's only Hong Lu. Hong Lu catches on before anyone else does. Hold up. No, I'm just wondering how Miss Amiya can seemingly understand Dante. The mark. The mark of Cain. The mark of Cain. It's the mark of Cain. Yeah, what's going on here? Huh? Yeah, it completely flew over my head that I didn't even question how weird this is. Their voice sounds like a ticking clock to me too, but I don't know, it's almost like I can sense what they're trying to say. What kind of emotion they're trying to convey. Her explanation reminded me of the blue boy in Sinclair's past! Damien! Look! Look! She's marked! The mark of Cain! Damien! The blue boy in Sinclair's past! But I didn't quite feel the uncanny sensation from Amiya that I felt from that. Wait, hold up! Backtrack? Maybe not marked? Maybe not marked? Hold up. Hold up. But look! Look! Canon! What I've been saying all this time, put into words. People that can understand Dante are marked. They have the mark of Cain. Except maybe Amiya, because she's got, like, otherworld powers or stuff. But, like, she's also blue. She's also wearing blue. I don't know, if Kim Ji-hoon wanted to make this collaboration even more impactful, I feel like he'd imply something about one of the characters. Ooh. Maybe make your main character marked? Hold up. Is Amiya Arknights about to confirm whether Dawn and Virgilius are like that because of the mark or the Bloodfiend eyes? True, she also kind of has red eyes a little bit. So she can read me, kind of like how Virgilius can, I get. Wait, what?! No, literally, it's been established multiple times that Virgilius cannot understand what you are saying. What are you saying, Dante? Literally, what are you saying? Amiya has literally been able to respond to your sentences with understanding of what you have said. Virgilius is like, Faust, tell me what Dante has said. Like, Virgilius can gauge your emotions. Virgilius cannot understand what you are saying. Huh? Also, Dante just never says anything correctly at all, ever. Well, I don't think it's a bad thing. That's true. It's been a bit of a hassle to always need Faust or Hong Lu to translate for you, Dante. I'd like to know exactly how she can understand Dante, but I don't think we've got the luxury of time to sit down and figure this out. So, are we heading back? Also, Ishmael's the one to say this, because she's also marked. Sounds like a plan. It's not like we know anywhere else to go, right? Oh, and Miss Rabbit here will be tagging along too. All I'm saying is if Gregor started getting called Bug Boy by everyone else, he'd freak out. He'd freak out. He'd, like, rip his hair out. He'd be like, no! Don't call me Bug Boy! No! But he feels fine calling other people Miss Rabbit. All I'm saying, true colors. Your true colors have been shown here, Gregor. Your true colors. She said she'd help us find our way back. I'm glad to be working with you two also, Miss Ishmael, Mr. Honglu. That's Yi Sang? Took the words right out of my mouth. You've already helped us plenty, and clearly know a lot more about this place than we do. The journey is long. Perhaps embarking on it ere the sun's fall would be wise. How long's the journey? No idea. It's not like we have a clock with us. The fraud Gregor, we do have a clock with us. I do know that it's not very far, though. We just need to walk along the coastline for a bit. ... Skibidi quietly points in my direction. Oh, Dante can't tell us the time, because they're not on time. Then why the clock head? I didn't exactly choose to get myself a clock-shaped head. It's so that we can show that Dante is marked. I looked away from Skibidi's inquisitive eyes, which were quietly solidified on my head. The coasts of Iberia are hardly good place for people to live. Yeah, well, like, people gotta live places, you know? I think it's because Amia doesn't know what a rabbit is. Oh, so like Gregor's literally just calling her like a slur then. Wait, rabbits don't exist in this universe? Like, animals don't exist? So Gregor literally is just calling her like a slur? That's crazy! Gregor's walking up to her being like, Miss Rabbit. The concept of a rabbit doesn't exist in this universe. So he's just making up a derogatory term to call her. Gregor's literally calling her a slur. That's crazy! Rabbits don't exist in Arknights. Gregor just made up a slur to call her. From Amia's perspective, that's crazy. Oh no. Those things can go anywhere in this world, but they thrive at places that meet at the ocean. Oh wait, I missed a line of dialogue. Oh, never mind. I didn't. So how did people manage to build a village at a place like this? The monsters are called Seaborns, or Sea Terrors, yes? While it is true that they posed certain difficulties, they were hardly the kind of monster with the strength to bring scorch and drive out the local populace. True, people in the city just gotta, like, live like this. They're like, oh, how could people live in a place where there are monsters? Meanwhile, the city... Don't judge them based on that brief skirmish. She's just telling us to be on our guard, right? Skibidi can be a bit curt, but she's not a bad person. I don't think she said anything wrong. Nothing ruled out the existence of stronger variants of these creatures being out there. Huh? Skibidi's concern only served to fan my curiosity, but something about her expression communicated that I probably shouldn't pry, so I quietly quickened my pace as we walked to the village. Ishmael standing up for Skibidi? Yo, hold up. Move over, Otis. Just like the IRL coasts of Iberia? Iberia's a real place? Whoa, what is this music? Oh, we do get the clear rewards of the easy as well. Yo. Gregor, you cannot be doing that. We're live right now, Gregor. We're live. I'm streaming right now. You cannot be doing that on camera. Oh, no. See, this is why I use stronger sinners than Blood Fiend Gregor, because he just... Oh, no. Oh. If a certain Wendigo calls you by your race, just know that he means he respects you immensely. We have a new CEO of racism. True. Priest Gregor jump scare. True. Dude, Gregor has exclusively said stupid things this canto, been, like, racist, created a slur, and then did that live on stream. Is this your guys' hero? We love Gregor. Oh, no. Skibidi is in the Cambridge English Dictionary now? Well, yeah, it's a word. That's how words exist. I know people don't like to hear it, but like time moves linearly and words are added as we go on. And some words are removed as languages die. But skibbity is a word. I don't know what skibbity means, actually. I realized that it doesn't really have like a definition. Maybe it doesn't work as a word. Dude, this looks like the one hold up. Chat. This is the insane tangent. Insane tangent. Hold up, this looks exactly like... Hold up, where is it? Where is it? In my mind, dude, this looks exactly like... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Is this it? Yes, it is! Okay, this is literally... This is literally, chat. Hold up. Sorry, the screen is blocked. This is literally... You see this background right here? Chat, you see all these, like, broken down houses in the background and, like, the angle that it's at, and, like, the mountain. Look at the mountain in the distance as well. Keep that in your mind. Keep this in your mind. Keep this in your mind, chat. Chat, this is literally the Rocky Mountain Village from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7. They're exactly the same. This is, like, it's, like, taken from the same angle as well. This is, like, the same angle as well. This is literally a JoJo reference. Look at this. Look at this. This is the Rocky Mountain Village from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7. The place where they stay and rest. Johnny and Gyro stay and rest while they are waiting for the race to commence again. And Diego Brando is able to utilize his newly acquired stand, Scary Monster, for the first time. Actually, no! Sorry! Correction! Diego Brando isn't able to use his stand, Scary Monster. I believe it is, I forgot the name of the character, uses the stand, Scary Monster, on Diego Brando for the first time. That's what this is, chat. Literally, it's the exact same. It's literally the exact same. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me it's different. Look at this image. Uh-oh, I just full screened my chat. Uh-oh. That's not what I meant to do. Uh-oh. I can't see chat. No. Hold up, chat. I'm saving you. I'm saving you. Alright, alright. There we go. Alright, sorry. Sorry. Look at this image again. Look at this image again. Now look at this. Literally exactly the same. Literally exactly the same. Zach, thee should take off thy mask. No, I'm gonna mask up even more. Zach, when the lighting is blue at night. No, like the houses as well. They're like slightly. It's a bit more destroyed than the Rocky Mountain Village. But like, look at the houses. They've got dome-shaped roofs as well. Some of them. This one's dome-shaped. They got the mountain in the background. It literally is the Rocky Mountain Village from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7. It's literally that. This hardly looks like a village. It's more like the ruins of one. You know, maybe we'd know more about this village if we could find some sort of library in the ruins. Wait, hold up. Say that again? Wait, hold up. Rewind? Oh no. It does seem like it doesn't seem like they've done any proper upkeep on this place. Not in a while, at least. Or it looks like they got, like, bombed. They got, like destroyed. What do you mean? One of them is a brighter blue. True. Also, if you're joining for the first time, make sure you like, subscribe, and join the Discord. It's very cool. Yes. They're really here, living together. The strange buildings tell the stories of former prosperity from a bygone era. Faro Muerto entrance. Our steps leave no footprints on the wet, muddy ground. On it, I see a rotting sign marked with the name Faro Muerto. What note am I on? 2. Everywhere I look in this village, I see evidence of long, silent abandonment. We don't see these kinds of abandoned-looking ruins often in the city either. Yeah, because new developments are built over them. Cough, cough. even Lobotomy Corporation branches have buildings built on top of them. Well, yeah, there's always someone or something out there waiting to capitalize on that free real estate. It's free real estate. True! Be it a syndicate or a corporation, and fix it up. Better than this, at least. The Faroe Islands? It is the Faroe Islands! Chat, we're here! The Faroe Islands! Wait, you're so right, Cheeky. Cheeky, it's the Faroe Islands. Cheeky, this is literally the Mast3r Zak. This is literally Zak Land on W Place. The Zart3r's home after it gets trolled again by Res VT. Hold up. It's the Faroe Islands. Hold up. Also, if you guys do end up joining the Discord, also join our W Place team. It's goated. We need more people to help us make cool pixel art. We can make pixel art of Limbus Company characters, and maybe even Arknight characters if you want. Wink, wink. All right, now that I got the bait that's been set, and then we just gotta wait for the fish to bite and then reel it in, and then we got more people working on our W Place projects. Hey. So, where are the sinners? Ah, there's a clearing down there where we were entrapped betwixt a twain of great ships narrowing, wind against our sail. Ooh, true, dude. They would love Don Quixote. Go to a parallel universe, go to an alternate reality, explore a different dimension, and all you gotta do, bring Don Quixote, and everyone would love her. And that is when young Ishmael boomed, her command most resoundant. Say no more. I didn't even have to try to search for them. That unmistakably sonorous and familiar voice echoing triumphantly between the empty buildings. That's Don Quixote's voice when she's sharing her adventurous tale. True! And just like that, when she arrives, the light is brought back into the lives of so many people. That's why that's symbolized by the lights turning on in these ancient ruins. Truly, truly thought-provoking. Kim Ji-hoon's civil service of exposing Arknights characters to Don Quixote. True. Oh, I just realized we're right next to the sea. Oh no. Don, go as far inland as you can. The Rhode Island, Iberia, whatever it's called, you gotta stay far away from the ocean. There she was, standing atop a low podium like an actor on stage, regaling a group of people in rags with tales of our adventure, like traveling the Spain? Traveling the Spain? She's Spanish? Good for her. Answers, ye dogs! Oarsmen! 'Tis the moment I, Ishmael, the first mate of the vessel of Mesopotamia, Mephi, shall never... Whoa! Stop, hold on. Just what do you think you're doing? She's saying your cool story, Ishmael. Oh no. Toxic Yuri strikes again. Ishmael hates it when Don Quixote talks about her. Young Ishmael, unhand my mouth, for I was just about to regale them with the most fantastic tale of adventures at the great lake, Manager Esquire. She literally grabbed her, she just said, no, you can't speak anymore. Toxic Yuri, can't believe it. Limbus is determined not to bring up the water. It's kind of killing me at this point. They might have done that on purpose, because they don't want to spoil Arknights fans about, like, what happened in Canto 7. Oh no. She doesn't like it when she talks about and praises her. Can't believe it. Verily, thou hast returned with Manager Esquire safely in tow. What? They found Clockhead? True, and right by her side, to stand up against any ne'er-do-wells that she may face herself. Heathcliff. Oh, hi. Bro, Dude, it's... We don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. Dude, it's the guy from Encanto. And then there wasn't a cloud in the sky, no clouds allowed in the... Bruno walks in with a mischievous friend. Thunder, you telling this story or am I? I'm sorry, Miller. Bruno says it looks like rain. What did he tell us? Somebody got the umbrella, married in a hurricane. What a joy, but anyway, we don't talk about Bruno. Dude, it's Bruno! It's not Bruno? Literally lying. You are literally lying. Literally this is literally Bruno. This is literally Bruno. This is literally Bruno. Are you telling me? Hold up. I gotta get a cardboard cut out of him. Hold up. Because that's the only one that shows him in it with his, like, little hood on. Are you telling me, chat? Are you telling me that this character right here, that this guy right here, this character right here, is not the spitting image of this character right here? They even have the same, like, robe on, chat. They even have the same robe. This is literally the same guy. This is literally the same guy, chat. Literally the same guy. You don't see it? How? Literally how? How do you remember all this? I have ADHD. I just clicked it! No! Uh-oh. What does Bruno have to say? A burning clock for a head? When I was a child, I heard a story about a legendary Sarkaz with a flaming head. Thank you, villager, for the story. Very nice. Bro sees a homeless guy and calls him Bruno. Hey, and guess who was homeless in Encanto? That's right, Bruno. Because he was kicked out of the home. Case closed. I'm even more right. That's right. Oh no. Look at that. Look at that. It's literally Bruno. You don't see it? I'm sorry, chat. This is literally Bruno. And the reason I remember it is because, I made a We Don't Talk About Bruno, but every verse the video changed. And then Disney, like, literally tried to copyright strike my entire channel, so I had to remove the audio, which means one of my most viewed videos of all time just has no audio, and I think the only audio is like, rats, and nothing else. And also, I have ADHD, and that means that I can remember stuff like that. You like to think they thought the water would be funny to keep as a bit, but then realized it would be really funny, really inconvenient, so they just kind of pretending they never said anything? Oh no. Sarkaz, demons/devils in Arknights. Bruno lived inside the walls? Yeah, but he didn't live there, like, with permission. It was a pretty important part that he was, in fact, still inside the home. But yeah, that's Bruno. Oh, also, when Encanto first was, like, revealed, I thought the name of the movie was Enchanto. I thought the name of the movie was Enchanto. And it made sense in my head, because it's about a magic house. The house is enchanted. But no, it's Encanto. Canto? Wait, hold up! Hold up! Limbus Company? It all comes back. Why would someone like that visit our humble village? While their exterior may carry elements that inspire fear in some, there is no cause for alarm. Oh no. Yeah, they might look like that, but they're Dante, our manager. And the rest are... ... Oh, hello. I'm sorry, who are you two? They're two very nice people who helped us find Dante. This is Miss Amia, leader of Rhode Island. And this is Miss Skibidi, their operator. How does he know what an operator is? That word has not come up once. How does he know? How does he know? He's looked into the parallel universes. He's looked into the other dimensions. Not the mirror dimensions, the real dimensions. They've been coming along with us for a little while. Hold up. It adds even more evidence. Hong-Lu dimensional traveler theory. Hong-Lu dimensional traveler theory. Hold up. With us? We believe that the dimensional door, which we at Rhode Islands are investigating, has something to do with why you suddenly woke up here in Iberia. Dude, this is crazy. The Arknights plot is basically about racists and the world-ending entities with conspiracy against nations. Dude, Gregor knows something about being racist. Encanto means wizard in Spanish, yo. Okay, Sancho, I'll always be thinking of you, even if your writers are too scared. True. It's crazy that the Sancho writers got put on break, but the Ishmael Slime Guy writer was able to strike again. You forget that they've been awake for 2 days compared to Dante? I'm pretty sure the concept of an operator is normal in the city. It's not. They're fixers. And even then, I don't know what an operator is, but I know it's something related to Arknights, but it has not been brought up yet. As Amia was bringing the sinners up to speed. The villagers, who were staring at us curiously, approached us. Did our conversation manage to convince them that we're not a threat? I sure hope so. You two are friends of our saviors. Saviors? Verily, 'tis quite the grand title! Yet, that is indeed the word by which we addressed. To be more precise, by saviors, they are referring only to Faust and Otis. I'm sure Otis is loving that. Oh no. Oh no. This is why I call Zak stupid. I'm literally goated. You've never seen someone use operator in context outside of Arknights? True. Yeah, operators are not a thing in the city. The city has fixers. They had time to talk with Amia and Skibidi before this. I mean, true, they did. Faust gave me a light nod when we made eye contact, but I could tell that her lips were drawing a very, very subtle smiling arc. She's slightly disconnected from the Gesellschaft? Hold up! Hold up! Chat, is Faust here? Is Faust not Faust? Are we getting to see Faust and not Faust? Hold up. Hold up. Gesellschaft disconnection? Hold up. So, I'm guessing something did happen. They were quite mistrustful upon our initial arrival. Elf? Guys, it's Elf on the Shelf. It's him. He's real.
What business do outsiders have here?
What if they're from the Inquisition? I mean, hey, some of our IDs do kind of look like we're from from Nagel und Hammer. Otis is having a whale of a time in racism dimension. Oh no. We almost got almost Faust, chat, let's go. True. Honglu is rich, and I'm pretty sure free healthcare isn't a thing in the city. The Udijat also exists, which aren't fixers. And also they talked with Amia. Yeah, free healthcare isn't a thing in the city. Oh, no, it might be in some, it might be in some corps. Some corps might actually have free healthcare. Just because it would be, like, they could do something sick and twisted with it. This guy's an elf. This guy might be like a crow, because he's got little, like, feathers. And I think you're an owl. Yeah, I think this is a crow, this is an owl, and this is an elf. My favorite animal. Elf. Oh no. Oh, what do we do? After all we went to get here.
Calm yourselves, everyone. None of them are carrying what appears to be their scriptures or lamps. Let's first try to see who they are.
And then Nagel und Hammer appears.
Man,
I don't think they're gonna trust us anytime soon. They're all old Kramu dungeons? Kerma dungeons? Karma dungeons? Let's slice their necks clean. Then pass time searching for Dante. You can't do that, Ryushu. We can't pillage their storage depots. Okay, never mind. I guess we're not looking for Dante. It looks like they already have it hard enough as is. I don't think slice their neck clean is a good way to get started either. Cheeky, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, Cheeky. I think that, especially since it's Hong Lu, the one who's saying it, unless it's revealed later that somehow Hong Lu is marked, Unless later there's some sort of like, oh... Unless it's revealed that E.G.O is marked and would fit the characteristics of somebody who would be part of Damien's group. Although that's highly doubtful because we did get N-Corp there, which usually we alternate Damien group and N-Corp for the people who are marked. And also Sinclair was not looking at the screen. Cheeky, I'm sad, but Zach, she has made that acronym like 12 times. Yeah, but it's Hong Lu the one who's saying it. I'm not saying Ryushu's not marked. I'm just saying her speech quirk doesn't have to relate to her being marked. Should we just find help elsewhere? Just look at how thin their arms are. I don't think they're in any shape to help us out. Rhodia, you gotta help them! Perhaps we could why did Yi Sang appear on the screen and make a squelching sound? What the heck? Perhaps we could inquire as to our whereabouts. Era, we are to decide our lodging. While the landscape is certainly reminiscent of U-Corps, but I don't recall seeing or learning about any place that looks like this, though I can't say I've been to every corner of U-Corp. I ask again. It's E.G.O! I ask again. What does Hong Yuan need? What business do outsiders have here? Their fingers are tightening around the grips of their weapons. Prolonged silence will most likely turn this into a hostile encounter. We can't have that. Hi, we're from Limbus Company. We're fixers of justice. Yeah, that. Look! Heathcliff! Conversation companions! He's got her back! I know when nobody has Don Quixote's back that my goat Heathcliff has it. My goat Heathcliff's got her back. Hold up. Yeah, that. Fixers of just... Oi. Don't you know when to keep it down? Fixers? That over there. It's a ship blueprint, isn't it? Are you looking to repair a vessel by any chance? All these construction materials seem to suggest so. Uh-oh. She's gonna send them on an odyssey. Chief! This does not concern you. It's not something a mere outsider can understand. Curious. I've never seen an energy source like this before. Have you run the tests to rule out any stability issues? It seems to power the heat exchanger via some method comparable to the utilization of fusion energy. Have you any thoughts on this, Miss Faust? The generator design structure is somewhat old-fashioned, but there certainly are inspired parts to their design, particularly with the usage of core energy source. While its stability would need to be further studied, this technology seems to be incredibly energy efficient. I like to imagine that, like, the energy they're talking about is something that's very commonly known in the Arknights universe. So they're, like, talking about this, and it's like, dude, it's just, like, coal power. Oh, no. Heath X Dawn confirmed? No, that's been deconfirmed long ago. Heath X Dawn is not real. Heath is just a good friend to Dawn. Heathcliff is Dawn's conversation companion. But you also can't emphasize enough. Everyone knows that acronym because she said it like 12 times. Well, maybe. I have nothing against Heath Dawn, but it's something I can't even begin to wrap my head around liking, because to me, Heathcliff and Dawn are maybe the most platonic dynamic I have seen in my entire life. True. I feel like the issue when you have 12 characters is that every single character is going to be shipped with every single other character, no matter what. And that's just, like, how it works. But, like, there are some ships that, like, don't really make sense, even though they, like, exist. You identified all that merely by glancing at this blueprint? You must be the village chief, then. If so, I have a proposition for you. Uh-oh. She sold their car extended warranty. Also, space rock cancer powers? That's literally JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Is all of this just a JoJo's reference? One will find out. In return for assisting in their ship repair, we were promised a ride on their vessel. Miss Faust has theorized that perhaps, by going out to sea, we may be able to find a way to return to whence we came. Imagine if they all went on the raft without Dante,
And they just lived in the Arknights universe now? Does that mean we can find a way back somewhere out there in the sea? Nothing is certain yet, Dante. Faust knows all outcomes, yet nothing is certain yet. She's disconnected from the Gesellschaft! At this moment, we are working based on a hunch. Let's go! Gesellschaftless Faust! Let's go! A hunch? Dude, the last time she had a hunch, like, everybody exploded. And then Sancho happened. Sensing the implicit omen of her choice of words, I slowly turned around to look at Faust, who nodded solemnly in response. Let's go! Gesellschaftless Faust! If we're really in a different world, even her Gesellschaft has to be! Yes! Let's go! Welcome back, Faust! Welcome back, Faust! This isn't Faust anymore, chat, it's Faust! No issues were encountered in the repair process. Let's go! Let's go! Dude, Gesellschaftless Faust. The second time, or technically third, because, the April Fool's event. The third time we've seen Gesellschaftless Faust! Alright, chat, we gotta see. We gotta see. Does some Strawy happen? Does Yi Sang decide to make his move? Decide to spread his wing over Faust's shoulder? Let's see, let's see. Faust smiles faintly as she looks around. Then she pulls me in by my hems. She whispers in a low voice. Huh? Okay, pause. I was talking about Yi Sang, but Faust might have eyes for somebody else? Faust pulls Dante closer? Whispers in a low voice? My connection to Gesellschaft is currently operating at suboptimal level, Dante. Okay, so it does still exist, but it's just a lot lower. Okay, that's interesting. So it's not Gesellschaft less Faust, it's less Gesellschaft Faust. But yeah. So it's still connected, at least? Indeed, it is. However, even exchanges of simple information are taking up dozens of hours by current calculation. She's got no internet connection! Dude, she's stranded in the middle of nowhere. Her data is not getting sent here. She has like 1G connection. Oh no. Dawn Foul makeout sesh denied. Oh no. Is this a warp train situation? Because we're in a different dimension? The cause should be identical. We have been connected to an unidentified, unprecedentable... Wait! So warp trains are, like, actually in a different dimension? It's not just like, oh, warp trains just kind of, like, exist? Oh, that makes it so much... That gives so much more evidence to the thing. Who was one of the first people to get a, Forsaken Traveler, or whatever the guy with the dimensional teleport on the warp train E.G.O's was? That's right, Hong Lu. Hold up. Unpredictable dimension. However, Faust is aware that the pathway to our original dimension is yet to close this time, unlike the situation back aboard the warp train. So, to get back to where we came from, indeed, traveling through the pathway is the most feasible solution. And from that, you came up with the whole plan to repair their ship and sail out to the sea? Yes, well, I am also a genius, after all. Yo! I love that, like, Faust as Gesellschaft Faust it isn't like, oh yeah, I'm a genius. It's like, always like, ah yes, Faust knows all outcomes. Faust as in, like, us Faust. But Faust without the Gesellschaft is like, I'm a genius. She's, like, a little full of herself. It's a very minor detail, but it definitely adds a lot more to her character. Amia conjectured that we probably came through a dimensional door of sorts. Looks like that dimensional door might be what Faust is looking for. Yo, bars. Also, my throat is incredibly sore. Bars. Oh no. With high likelihood, yes. That's how you spell likelihood? Oh, I guess it is likely. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Never mind, I'm stupid. At least there's a way back. I find myself calming down a little. God, I thought it was mostly a bit, but I think he's serious about this. What am I serious about? What am I serious about? He's gonna say... Is he gonna say they Yuri again? No, I'm not gonna say they... I'm just saying that one line was a little, like... There was tension in that one line, but not... There's gonna be Strowy between her and Yi Sang again. You love Faust's show so much, realizing I'm in public? Not the ship, that's just what I call her? Oh, no. Oh, speaking of which, when do you think you can wrap up the repair job? As fortune should have it, a majority of the most time-consuming parts of the repair have already been completed by the locals. It shouldn't take us more than a day or two to get its core parts shipshape again, Executive Manager. We'll be staying here a few more days then. How did you manage last night? Well, like I said earlier, we've been keeping ourselves busy looking for you this whole time. We took turns helping with the repairs and resting, but I doubt any of us got a proper night's rest. Still, we weren't cold thanks to the villagers who kept the fire going for us all night. Yo. Not to mention how they helped us a ton with that local map they drew us. Oh, also, Chief handed this to us earlier. What's it for? Ah, looks like a sack to collect water. Give it here. I know how to get that installed. It must be to repay Miss Foss and Miss Otis' effort at repairing their ship, yet the service they provide us is certainly quite generous, even when taking the transactional nature into account. They're really giving us the best treatment they can, huh? As for food, we managed to fill ourselves with some cookies and bread Rhodia keeps in her pockets. Rhodia keeps enough cookies and bread in her pockets, which, by the way, are not a very nutrient-dense food. Bread is very fluffy. Rhodia keeps enough cookies and bread in her pockets to sustain the sinners for multiple days straight while they're doing strenuous work. While they're searching for Dante and repairing a ship, burning calories so fast. Rhodia, in her pockets alone, has enough cookies and bread. I was saying that Hong Lu has some, like, dimensional traveling abilities, but you know what? It might just be Rhodia. Rhodia just might have an infinite dimension. She just might have access to the cookie dimension, to the snack land. She just has it. She just has infinite snacks. For free. Oh, no. She carries enough cookies and bread for 12 people? 12 people for multiple days! That's what I'm saying! They did offer us some nosh, those dried fruit things, but we refused. I ain't about taking food from the needy. Based? Hold up, Heathcliff's based? Dude, it's crazy how Heathcliff went from, I hate everyone. I'm gonna kill people. The only rules in the back streets are fighting, and whoever gets the fist in the other's face first. And now Heathcliff's like, you know what? I support my friends. I support feeding the needy, helping out other people, making sure my friends get the chance to speak and have their mind heard. Like, dude, he's crazy now. He's like full 180. His crazy ex died, and he's like, well, I guess I can move on now. I'll remember it, but I'll kind of move on. Oh no. ... Skibidi has said ... like 5 times. No need to concern yourself so much with our hospitality. You have done more than enough to earn your keep. I turned around to look at the source of that low, rumbling voice, and saw an old man in an outfit that seemingly distinguished himself amongst the other villagers. Dude, this is like a younger version of the Indigo Elder. There you are, Chief. Is there a place for us to stay the night? Wait, this guy actually does look almost exactly like a younger version of the Indigo Elder. Hold up. Put the image on screen, Indigo Elder. Younger version of the Indigo Elder? Hold up. We do have places to shelter from the misty humidity, at the very least. There is an empty building there, so feel free to occupy it for the night. Ooh, are you sure? I mean, I don't mind sleeping in the streets myself. Hey, speak for yourself. I've been looking forward to sleeping with a roof over my head since, like, yesterday. Yeah, okay, Rhodia's speaking facts. You guys are stealing all of her snacks, by the way. She gets those snacks for being good. Virgilius gives her those snacks as a treat for being a good sinner. You're saying, oh, we don't want to take food from you guys. Oh, we'll sleep on the streets. We don't want anything. We'll just take from Rhodia. We'll just take from Rhodia. That's Rhodia's snacks. Those are her snacks. Get your grubby hands off Rhodia's food storage. She needs to eat as much as she can. Those are hers. You'll catch cold sleeping in the elements in this environment, which is fine by me for the rest of you, but we cannot afford to have the executive manager or our honored guests suffer that fate. Honored guests? I heard what happened from the 4 who left in search of executive manager. Wait, hold up. Is Otis making a move? First, I would like to begin by imparting my infinite gratitude for you for finding and rescuing the executive manager. Hold up? Yuri, maybe? I hear that you are... Oh, never mind. She's conniving and evil. Yeah, I forgot about that. She wants to... Yeah, okay, yeah. She just sucks up to people in authority. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, my bad. I forgot. Otis just sucks. Otis sucks. I forgot. My bad. I hear that you are a leader at a pharmaceutical company. This acquaintance shall certainly come in handy in case our stay becomes significantly prolonged. I'm just surprised by her boldness to say something so materialistic when they're standing right there. Dude, all I'm saying... We're gonna get to Otis's canto, and, like, Poseidon's gonna show up and be like, I hate you. You just used me for my position. That's gonna be Otis's canto. It's that she sucked up to the gods to get specific powers, and, like, to get, like, herself in a position of authority, and then she betrayed them somehow. Hold up. Oh, yeah, I forgot. She's conniving and evil. One of my favorite Zak line deliveries. Oh, no. God forbid a woman be evil and gay. Well, we have yet to see. We have yet to see. Project Moon, okay, there are 2 children. 2 sinners have children. Project Moon has the chance to do, like, the wokest, most based thing ever, and make it so that either Ryushu or Otis is married to a woman. Because if they do that, basically, every time I see anyone ever shipping, specifically, Ryushu, because Otis fans don't really care, they just see Otis on the screen and go, whoa! But, Ryushu like, whenever Ryushu is shipped with a woman, there are, like, a bunch of comments that are always just like, well, Ryushu can't be into women because she has a child. Checkmate. She can't. This Yuri art of Ryushu is not canon, because she is not into women, because she has a child. All I'm saying, if Project Moon makes her have a wife, the entire script is flipped. The entire script is flipped. They have a chance. I mean, Otis is a homophobic lesbian as easily as she breathes. True. But yeah, all I'm saying, chat, they could do that. Can I stay in your village too, Chief? The village chief took a brief glance at the hems by her right wrist, then nodded. Welcome to Faro Muerto. You are welcome to stay for as long as you want. Dude, he's welcoming us to the Faroe Islands. And please... Dude, this is literally the one meth lab building we found at the Faroe Islands during the GeoGuessr. Hold up. Odysseus just wanted to get home and got trapped by the Cyclops Polyphemus and tricked them to escape and proudly shouted their name to escape, and Polly cried for their father Poseidon. Yeah, Odysseus is kind of dumb for doing that. Haha, you got bested by me, Odysseus! I called myself Otis, so you'd think I was nobody, but I'm actually Odysseus! A red painted sign, like arrows, YouTuber thumbnail face, in a world where just literally asking your god to curse somebody works. I would never say my name. That's like telling your name to a fae. I'm never gonna say my name to a fae. What do you mean? But yeah. Don't compare her to him. She's nothing like him. True. And please, do let me know if you find yourself without food. Our food supply might be tight indeed, but we have enough to share with those who helped repair the vessel. Oh, you better not go back on your word later. I wonder what kind of local delicacies await. Dried fish like they were eating earlier, maybe? Oh, Rhodia lost all her, like, food that she's stored in her, like, chipmunk cheeks, and she's gotta replenish it. Hello, Nima. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? How are you today? Hey, Chief. What is it? Just how are you surviving out here? By the sea. My compass was swallowed by the sea. Perhaps the question of how we are surviving may be somewhat misdirected. For we are only pursuing every possible avenue because we must survive. True! ... The chief responded to Skibidy's perceived hostility with a hearty smile. Why was she, like, mad at them? After leaving some firewood for the night, he left. I'm going. Can't learn much more from here. Huh? You're going somewhere at this hour? ... Skibidi, does this have something to do with the coast? I remember what you said before we got to the village. Something about how coasts are hardly good places to live in. Dante wants to know if this has something to do with the coast. We got a new Faust? We got a new Faust? We got a new Honglu? Let's go. The Fae have embedded themselves into the IRS? Oh no. My name is Gaster. I made the vessel. It was difficult to get the parts together. True. You. Do you understand the Ager language? Ager? Agar? Agario? Ager? Dude, I'm not, like, I'm just gonna say Ager, because I don't know. That's a letter that, like, if I can't pronounce normal words, what the heck is that? Ager language? No. Dante, Skibidi just spoke in Agarian. I couldn't understand a word of Skibidi and the chief's conversation because I don't speak Agarian. What? We've never had this problem before? Other languages? It may only be that there were enough lexical similarities between one of the city's languages and the language Skibidi spoke for them to comprehend the meaning. Wait, the city has multiple languages? How do we not be able to understand anybody? There's no, okay, there's probably, like, one of the, like, singularities allows for language translation, because there's no way there are multiple languages in the city, and we can just go to any place in the city and, like, translate it. There's no way we could go to the outskirts and know what the language, the localized language people speak in the outskirts, unless there's some sort of, like, instant translation thing. Zach, what are you talking about? That's a normal English letter. That is not in the alphabet! There's no in the alphabet. You know, the one between E and F? No, you're lying. Sing the song in your head, and you'll see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There's nothing between F and E. There's nothing. That's for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Yeah, because I didn't know there were other languages in the city. Because, like, it wouldn't make sense. Because, like, we would go to P-Corp, and they'd all be speaking, like, Spanish. Because that's where La Mancha land was. And the language that would have developed there first would be of the Spaniards. Because that's what the Don Quixote was. So, like, we wouldn't be able to understand. Flat alphabet, Zach? No, you're lying. Those are fake letters. Those don't exist. Weird coincidence. Anyway, I have some things to look into. Something you're all too slow to see. You're too slow. You still have to tell us about it later. Please remember, you're not on a solo mission, Skibidi. This is a team effort from Rhodes Island. Will do. Skibidi nodded lightly before leaping off into the night, out of our sights. She just superhero jumps away. Zach, this is knee all over again. How did you never learn about ugh? That's not a letter! No, you're actually gaslighting me. You're actually gaslighting me. See, I could have been tricked, maybe, if you had just said that, but because you said it's between E and F, I know there's no other letter between E and F. So I know you're lying. I know you're trying to gaslight me. This is not the knee situation all over again. I also almost mispronounced knee again, but, you know. The city has 7 billion people in a 250 kilometer by 200 kilometer circle. Someone who's better at math, figure that out for me. I'm kind of worried. She's not the best with people, but she's also pretty thoughtful. She'll be okay. Ah, should we head inside? The sun's starting to set already. It's been set. Oh yeah, we can probably just pick up an unlit building to stay the night in, right? Trying our best to ignore the mood that was starting to turn awkward. How? We made our way into the nearby unoccupied building. Dude, we literally... Dante's back. It's fine. Check your phone, capitalize the A, and hold it down. I'm not saying it's not a character that exists, because clearly you guys are able to use it in your typing. I'm saying that it is not a letter that is in English. There's a difference. Like, that's like saying, oh, the letter like Enye from the Spanish... From Spanish is like a letter in English. It's not. It's a letter in Spanish. It does not exist in English. That's like the A does not exist in English either. Zach, I would never mock your disability. That's also a lie. That's also a lie. Clear as day, Terra. Also, this is a boat with like monsters underneath. I can't wait to see... Ooh, the mountain. It's the peak. This does look like U-Corp, though. It's a letter. I know it is. It's literally 2 letters. It's literally 2 letters. We walked past a few narrow buildings and remnants of narrow buildings before we came across a large, narrow building. A large hall, enough to house all 15 or so of us. How are there 15 of us? We've got the Sinners, Dante, that's 13. Amia, that's 14. Skibidi just left, though. We don't have 15. I mean, I guess if Skibidi wants to come back. Is that a lawnmower? A lawnmower, chat? Is this a lawnmower? Okay, now we're ready. With the curtains on the window removed, the smoke has an exit. Whoa! I thought we were doomed to shudder ourselves to sleep with the soaking wet firewood. And all, I had no idea that'd work. We just have to get a small fire going underneath it until the wood dries and catches fire. The downside being all this smoke. It's clear that she has some field experience, unlike some fools I know. I shan't sit here and let her carry the burden of labor alone. Bequeath me upon thine ingredients, young Rhodia, for I shall conjure thee a pot of special fixer soup. You're making soup with cookies and jelly? Okay, but that kind of goes fire, though. That kind of goes hard. Cookie and jelly soup? I would have it. Gaster. Zach, you're the foil liar here? What do you mean? It's a ye old English letter? Yeah, we don't speak in ye olden English. Dude, if I started speaking in olden English, I'd get banned off this platform because they'd think I'm trying to like cast a spell or something like that. I'd shut down all the servers because I'd like cast wizard spells if I was speaking in ye old English. No, no, no! You are not getting anywhere near that kitchen again! Not after what you cooked up last time! Well, I must admit to a certain level of interest. How did Sinclair get so much shorter? What the heck? I thought Yi Sang's not that tall. How did Sinclair, like, shrink? As many of our fellows viscera are oft racked with intense agony upon ingesting dishes of your making, perhaps it would be wiser that we save the occasion for a safer environment. Right, don't you remember? We agreed to leave the cooking to Mir or Odie. Donkey Odie! That's right, Dawn's still gonna be the one cooking. Let's go! Donkey Odie! It comes full circle, chat. It comes full circle. Donkey Odie. If we're ever in a situation like this, remember? Did we? Yi Sang is literally tall? I forgot. See, I think it's become sort of an unspoken rule after everything that happened. Remember? Back during last year's cooking contest at K-Corp? Last year? It's only been a year? They were the only 2 people who managed to get remotely positive reviews. Oh, does that mean we'll get to try Otis's cooking once again? Why is he saying that while blushing? Why? Hold up. Why is he saying that while blushing? Why does he want Otis to feed him? Also, what do you mean we've not had anyone cook since? We were on the ocean for like like a year. Or like months and months. How did we not get cooking? Do we just eat food from the mirror dungeons? Denied. We still have plenty of high-calorie foods like cookies and jellies here. I find no reason to do something so inefficient. I'm glad to see that everyone's still energetic given the circumstance. It can't be easy to suddenly wake up in an unfamiliar environment. Of course, Otis wants to steal Rhodia's carefully obtained food. Because Rhodia got that. Rhodia got all those snacks from Virgilius for being good. Guess what? Otis never gets any rewards for being good. And she's jealous. This is just like my fanfiction Zach won't read. Oh no. He needs Mama's cooking. Oh no. Because it reminds him of his mom or something. Well, we're all quite used to getting thrown into unfamiliar places. Speaking of which, did you manage to reach your colleagues, Amia? She shook her head, concerned. They might have lost their comms devices, or maybe they ran into some other trouble. Could they be in danger? I don't know, but I'm sure they're okay. The doctor. Dr. Kal'tsit. They're more than capable enough to look after themselves. Long have this curiosity lingered within me. Thus, allow me to inquire. Corporations are, by their nature, organizations in pursuit of profit. Yo! Yet, the activities of your corporation resemble those of a charity organization, as opposed to the pharmaceutical company. Is there aught that might explicate this blurred distinction? This is actually such a good line for Yi Sang to be saying, because Yi Sang is probably one of the only people in the city, let alone the sinners, that has any idea what charity is. Remember, he made his inventions for free, not in the pursuit of profit, but to simply invent, to give to the world, to give back to society. The League of Nine Literatures originally was a charity organization. All of the other sinners have no idea what this is. Aha, I wanted to know too. How come a pharmaceutical company like Rhodes Island's helping people? Something about what Honglu said brings back unpleasant memories. The horrible experiments seen through the cascade of flowing tears in the face of suffering. The embodiment of greed that left a terrible wound in Honglu's fathoms. I guess technically Dawn had a charity organization that she worked at, which was La Mancha Land, where the charity was entertainment. The pharmaceutical companies I've seen in my journey were corporations that, despite possessing the capacity to heal, chose to obsess over the profit it can provide. There are many in Terra who are suffering from a disease. The disease crystallizes you. It spreads deeper and deeper into the infected's internal organs, eventually culminating in their death. It's called oropathy. Amya showed me the back of her right hand, dotted by what appeared to be obsidian crystallizations. She has it! Its appearance reminded me of the biotreatments from the backstreets, but there was something more to it, something more restless, more sinister. All I'm saying, one K-Corp ampule could cure like 50 people from this thing. Because it doesn't heal you, it resets you back to like the original form of humanity. So, like, realistically, dude, we just get some of that Samjo goop. We just throw it at these people, right as rain. Rhodia knows nothing about charitable organizations. I mean, she did work at like a soup kitchen, but like, her and Yi Sang are like the only ones. Don't worry, we have a lot of other companies in Terra who are just as messed up as the Limbus corporations. Oh no. It's a terrible, painful disease, but there haven't been any recorded cases of a full recovery. One K-Corp ampule would solo the entirety of the Arknights universe. One K-Corp ampule. But there's an even worse problem. Pray tell, what could possibly be worse than an incurable, deadly disease? I see what you're doing, Project Moon. I see what you're doing having Dawn be the one that says this. I see you, Project Moon. I see you. While it varies region by region, discrimination against the infected is widespread across Terra. Oh no, that's not good. But are the people of Terra humans for the city? Abnormalities count as humans. Pacatula count as humans. Like, I think that if the crying eye views these people the same way it views other people in the city, I think that, yeah. I don't know what that wretched thing was, but it was not a charity. Racism still exists? True. Those who suffer from it must face unfair treatment. Yisang begins with a dark expression. Hey, Project Moon, I think you should probably bring up another person who might, you know, experience unfair treatment due to their uncurable disease. Ring, 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 ring. Hey, you know, there's another character that might have, you know, a pretty long history with that. Oh no. Some are quarantined in places with terrible, inhumane conditions. And there have been massacres, too. Oh, that's, like, actually crazy. So it's not even just like, oh, people are, like, racist. It's like, they're actually trying to, like, ethnically cleanse them. Except not based on their ethnicity, based on their diseased status. Oh, Zach, trust me, you're gonna hear my thoughts about Dawn in this event. Oh, no. Chad Cheeky's gonna talk my ear off. I gotta get my takes correct right now, or Cheeky's gonna, like, kill me. I don't mean to be cautious, but is this auropathy highly contagious? Otis immediately regretting her decisions to kiss up to her. She's like, wait a second. Wait a second, what if I got too close? What if I kissed up to her too much? No, there have not been any recorded cases of infections by contact, as long as the subjects are alive. But when the infected dies, the crystal grows on their body, decay, turn to dust, scattering, which is what spreads the plague. Dude, this is just like Undertale. It decays and they turn to dust. Hold up, this is Sans. Sans, after not surviving, is Anya from Rhode Island. Hold up. It's fine, Zach. You're good at Sancho. Okay, good. Then, barring environments like active battlefields where casualties are to be expected, staying within close proximity of infected in daily life seems to pose hardly any risk. Happened with COVID here? True, this might be an allegory for the COVID virus. So, what's the problem then? They're already past the point of caring about what the problem is. Once people start feeling iffy, all logic goes out the window. Then Rhode Island's goal has to be, yes, it is important to develop a cure for auropathy, but I think what really matters is that we change the circumstances for the better for the infected. True! While it would be nice to find a cure, I think ending racism first would be a good idea. Oh no. Dude, this is literally like what happened with, like, the AIDS pandemic. Where it was, like, gay people were, like, treated, like, really awful because they were, A, gay, and B, had, like, the potential, or, like, the media said that they had, like, AIDS. Dude, wait, this is an allegory for this. Hold up. Magic rock cancer. It's all blood fiends, always has been. True. That's not going to be an easy endeavor, though. That is what gives your efforts more meaning. I hope you can achieve that goal, Amiya. I really do. Swap for truth. The city. This world. We both live in worlds full of surprises, don't we? Amiya just told the entire group, hey, I've got this disease, I've got this cancer that's uncurable, and people are, like, racist and discriminatory towards me because of it. And Gregor says, you know, that's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. Oh, man, these worlds sure are full of surprises, aren't they? Like, I get it, Gregor, you've got the bug arm that people might discriminate against you for. You're not the most discriminated against here! That's Dawn! Also, like, full of surprises? Huh, you know? Dude, hearing somebody, like, having, like, an uncurable disease and that they're, like, facing, like, human trafficking, and it's like, oh, yeah. Worlds are full of surprises. This is why you're a fraud, Gregor. This is why you're the fraud, Mr. Potential Man. If only you had the potential to realize the effects of your words. What kind of world did you come from? This city. What kind of place is the city, anyways? I realize we probably can't bring her to the city because we don't want the infection to spread in the city. Okay, alright, we're getting this scene again. The kind of place with too many pointless rules. The kind of place where the moment you think, isn't this too much, you see something even worse. Honestly, this is the best single sentence description of the PM universe. The kind of place where the moment you think, isn't this too much, you see something even worse. Also, while he is not here with us right now, I may take the place of him, our glorious Shi-Yuha, instead, to be able to continue the joke. This is the scene where the sinners got swept away! Shi-Yuha sweeps again! Let's go. Try as I might, I couldn't think of a single positive thing about this. Why is Mr. Yowie here? Why do we got Yowie here? Why do we got Hohenheim here? Dante, this was... What? I'm obsessed with the choices of CGs they used here. True. These are very unique CGs. The sinners seem to be in agreement, as most of what came after was quite scathing. The kind of place where good deeds rarely ever go unpunished, where sympathy's a good attitude to have if you like getting stabbed in the back. Nothing good ever works out there. Why are we trauma dumping on this person that just told us that she's gonna die of an uncurable disease? Guys, you can't just be like, that's rough, buddy. Anyways, we got crazy things happening to us too. You guys are like functionally immortal because Dante can bring you back from the dead. Bro, what the heck? I don't know why these choices were made. Oh no. It's a bad place. It's an irrational place, full of absurdities. Absurdity is an omnipresence. Therefore, it is not a subject by which one should be aggrieved. We can at least grouse about them, though. I mean, it's the only thing we can do. It would be more correct to experience more and accumulatize oneself to it instead of complaining. Just like what Hong Lu did. Also, can you shut up, Mr. Klansman? I won't forget, Mersal. I won't forget what you said in Canto 3. That you used to work as part of Nagel und Hammer. As one of the burners of the cross himself. Mersalt, over here. Mr. probably agrees with the genocide of the people with the disease in the Arknights universe. I know what you are, Mersalt. I know what you are. You did say something like that last time. True! Just as the mood was starting to turn rather sour. Don Quixote's shouts shattered through the awkwardness. True! Jesus Christ, Zach. What did I say? It's right! What did I say? He worked at N Corp, not specifically with Nagel. He brought it up in Canto 3. And was like, oh yes, I remember working at N Corp. Anyways, let me just have my ID card background be the Nagel und Hammer symbol. If we want, okay, right. Mersalt said he was. We don't know if Mersalt was part of Nagel und Hammer. We know he was part of N Corp though. We know he was part of N Corp. We do know that. Oh my gosh, I just closed it on accident. I'm stupid. Okay, Mersalt Limbus. Wiki GG. Actually open the image this time. There we go. Right? I agree. We technically, we don't know if Mersalt is part of Nagel und Hammer. That's a pretty darning symbol right there. This is like someone being like, oh yeah, they were a German person in the time of World War II. That doesn't mean they were a Nazi, right? Yet in the one picture that exists of them, their main photograph, there's a giant swastika right behind them. Like, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? Like, sure, they might reveal he wasn't a part of Nagelundhammer. Why he got their logo right beside him? Why he got that, like, bright as day? Genuinely the most clear thing in this image. Bro stands up with the swastika, or the in-universe equivalent. Look at this. Look at this. You're telling me this is just like, oh yeah. He could have been, you know, guys, he wasn't a Nazi. He wasn't a Nazi. We don't have any proof of that. We don't know his story yet. We can't judge him. We can't judge him. Look, man, maybe they were just a Korean Buddhist. Ah, yes, a Korean Buddhist living in Nazi Germany. You know, I'm not saying he 100% is, either. I'm just saying that's pretty darning evidence. That's just N-Corp symbol? You're calling a Buddhist a Nazi? N-Corp symbol... There's no way N-Corp's symbol is a nail and hammer. That's Nagelundhammer's symbol. There's no way that Nagelundhammer is an offshoot that just so happens to use that as their thing. Nagelundhammer used N-Corp's symbol to represent them? Well, then why is N-Corp's symbol a nail and hammer? I feel... no matter what, I feel like N-Corp having the symbol of a nail and hammer does raise some eyes. Like, that does... That's what Nazis did, using a symbol of peace and using it for harm. I don't think N-Corp's symbol is a symbol for peace. I'm pretty sure nail and hammer, unless you're, like, really into, like, building, is like, not that, like, for example, the hammer and sickle. The meaning behind the hammer and the sickle is about, like, the workers, right? Okay, that makes sense. That's why having those, like, symbols in the flag or whatever makes a little bit more sense. Unless Nagelundhammer is also for, like, the builders and stuff like that. Or, sorry, N-Corp is also for the builders. Like, I don't know why you... What does that symbol mean? Guys, are we ignoring that normal N-Corp is also the current villain of the story? True! When he was at N-Corp, Nagel wasn't as large and strong as when he was there. I don't know. N-Corp is divided into two factions. One is Cromer's, the other is of the director. What if there are more factions? There could be more factions. Like, N-Corp as a whole is painted with a bad brush. What are we accomplishing here? They're just trying to prove me wrong, Cheeky. That's everyone's goal. Even though I'm right, even though I'm speaking truth, they just want to prove me wrong. Because they can't cope with the fact that I'm genius. Genius ideas are the things that I create. Anyways. Verily, nary a day goeth by untarnished by villains and their fell deeds. Yet worry thee not, for wherever evil riseth, so does fixers of justice too. Don Quixote jumped from her seat and passionately shook her fist. They don't, though. Which was followed by a heavy cracking sound of small pebbles tumbling down. Don Quixote, watch out! Whoa. Huh? Dawn sees a woman, and her immediate response is, whoa. I don't know. And from behind the wall, she accidentally broke down. An unfamiliar visage of a villager appeared and stared back at Don Quixote, and appeared that she was eating something out of a can while reading a book. Huh? Let him have his characterization. He's clearly got stuff deeply wrong with him. What? Oh, you mean Mersault has stuff deeply wrong. He blatantly said he would have followed orders if he were part of... He did say that! Alright, he might not have been a Nazi, chat, but he was at the Nuremberg trials, and he said, hey, I would have just followed orders too. He said that. Is that your boy? Is that your boy? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Sir, that's a child? Oh, I didn't know. She's the same height as Dawn. Dawn, your Riz too strong. Your swag too hard. Also, probably the same height as Amiya as well. Actually, that is also why I haven't said... I didn't say, like, ooh, Yuri yet? Or anything like that, because what if she is a child? But yeah. How farest thou? Farest thy foot! You gotta apologize first. Last seemed a tad too hyper today. Apologies, for I hardly expected the wall to crumble with such ease. Art thou unhurt? Any injuries? Oh, I thought this person was viewing in, like, had her ear pressed against the wall to listen. Never mind, Dawn just broke a wall down. Two? Two? Pray tell, to what? Forget the apology. I just want to know what happens next. The fixers of justice rose up to do what? True, she was listening in! She was listening in! Amiya is 14 in this event. Huh? Arknight characters are all children? In current Arknights, she's 16. Why do they got a child as the head of a pharmaceutical company? I feel like that's just bad management. Besides, Dawn was helping her dad torture a bunch of blood fiends too, in the giant pit because they didn't resist their nature hard enough. No. She literally was cast out. She wanted to help. She got taken away. She got spirited away by the shoes. They made her walk. Why are the Arknights characters children? God, I do not like that at all. That's just like a weird, like, that's just strange. That's not even, like, that's just strange. Ryushu most likely killed a bunch of people. I know, I'm not saying that sinners are good people, don't get me wrong. I still mourn the hands being cut off Hugo more than anyone else. Let's be real. No, none of you guys even remember him. I remember him. Hugo getting his arms cut off by Ryushu was one of the biggest injustices in Kanto 7. Everyone does have something wrong. Yeah, I'm just saying that, like, in that scene where Mersault was like, guys, there are no injustices in this world. We need to, like, just keep our head together, or whatever. Do you know she is the doctor's child? Huh? No more Hugo! Oh no. Yes, more Hugo! Hugo's my goat! He's gonna come back, he's gonna have robotic hands. He's gonna start a relationship with Hopkins. It's gonna be peak. Pilot and Damien are gonna swoop in and they're gonna, like, become, like, a super powerful team. It's gonna be peak. Didn't happen, but if it did, Hugo deserved it. It literally happened! Hugo literally didn't deserve it! Hugo didn't do anything wrong! Hugo literally just wanted to do his job! I thought the Doctor was the player. I think the Doctor is the player. Arknights characters range from age 8 to 70. Just the normal ages. Oh, is their age based off, like, the animal they are? Is it the animal they are? It's like, depending on the animal, they age at different times? That's the only reason that I can think? Dude, Hugo didn't do anything wrong! Name one thing that Hugo did wrong. Name it. Name it. Name it. Right now. Name it. In the chat right now. Because you know what? While you're typing it, I'm going to say something. You're not thinking about Hugo, you're thinking about Hopkins. That's the wrong character. That's a totally different character. Get cooked. Get cooked. Get absolutely cooked. Hugo's a different character. Hopkins is a different character. I'm goated. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and now you've realized, you've stopped typing so that you save face, save faith. You're gonna delete it and pretend like you didn't start thinking that. Pretend like you weren't gonna type that. I know, I see through your evil schemes to defame and discredit the greats of the city. Hugo betrayed the sinners? Nope, didn't happen. Literally did not happen. All he was gonna do was press the button first. Which makes the most sense logically in that situation anyways, because the sinners aren't getting paid for this. It makes the most sense. Hey, if I was one of the sinners and I wasn't getting paid, and I knew the person next to me was gonna get paid 1.5 times if they pressed the button, I would let them press the button, because it would be mean to do otherwise. Like, imagine if you're in a situation where you're doing this for free, and someone else who needs the money is gonna press a thing, and if they press the thing, they get more money. I would let them do that. Only a literal sociopath would be opposed to that. This is literally like a Mr. Beast game where it's like, you've already won your money. You literally cannot gain anything else from pressing the button in front of you. However, there's another person who can get money from pressing the button. Do you press the button and stop them from being able to press it? Literally sociopathic behavior. Zach, you, me, VC after this? No. He was literally leaving before Dawn pressed the button to summon the Blood Fiends? What is this revisionist history? He was not leaving! He was going to press the button! Ryushu cut his hands off because he was gonna press the button! He wasn't leaving! What are you talking about? He was leaving. He was literally going to press the button. He didn't betray us! He literally was gonna press the button! Zach, do not pretend that Hugo would not let you die for... I'm not saying he wouldn't let us die for cash. I'm just saying he didn't do that. Saying the nature of a character would have done this when he literally didn't is crazy. He was not leaving. Do we need to go back? Do I need to go back to the story? Do I need to take you guys back to Kanto 7 to see what was up? Do not pretend that Hugo would not let you die for... The sinners do that all the time. That's what the city's like. I'm saying that in that moment, he didn't do anything that, gave anyone the reason to kill him. Hugo literally said, I'm Hugo and I'm evil, though. He did not. He wasn't gonna press anything. He literally was. Got halfway through the event and the lore genuinely sold me, but now I don't want to deal with the Amiya, the cheeky baby glazing my stupid gacha game protag self. Huh? I'm out, you're crazy? Okay, go to the story thing, go to the thing, rewatch that area. Rewatch that part of Kanto 7. That literally happens. Literally happens. Hugo literally called Don Quixote the M-slur. How can you defend him after that? He didn't! People just hate everyone that's not a sinner, and then the second you give any actual criticism, any valid criticism of any sinner, people go crazy for it. But, like, literally, I can give valid critique of a sinner. I can show things that they've said. I can show images from their thing. People be like, no, I don't think that. I don't think so. But and then I can show another character, and people will just hate him for no reason. It's crazy. Ooh! Hast thou come to me to hear the tale of fixes? I don't know about coming to us, given how Miss Don Quixote was the one who punched the wall down. Ahem. Oh, is it too late an hour? I don't mind waiting till morning if you want to sleep. Nay, not at all. 'Tis quite early an hour for tales, in fact. Prithee, seat thyself here. There are Arknights characters that are married and have children. See Vulpes Foglia. Vulpes Foglia. That sounds like the last name a VTuber would have. It'd be like Fira Vulpes Foglia. Or something like that. You ungovernable fool, calm down. We don't even know who she is. And don't you forget to share those fixer tales over there in the corner. And do not disturb our sleep. Thou makest the request most untainable. These tales deserve to be announced to the world. Great gusto from the center. Yeah, that's the best way to hear those kinds of stories. But we should probably introduce ourselves to each other first. Name's Mayors. How should I put this? Mayors? But this is tired, meek, and cliched. Can't stand the lack of originality. Yeah, I know! He's not original, so what? Neither are, like a lot of the characters we meet. They all, do the thing. I'm being baited by smell treachery the moment I saw him. I waited, curious he would demonstrate even an ounce of creativity while pulling off that act. He was gonna press the button! Alright, they're saying, yes, Ryushu's calling him a traitor. Because he was going to press the button. That was the only reason. Which is again, stupid. Because again, Mr. Beast analogy. You've already gotten your money. You're literally not here for the cash. He needs it to survive. Ah, did you meet the village chief earlier during the day? He's my Gramps. Oh, that nice guy? So he had a granddaughter. Yet, I have not seen you once, Miss Mayers, under the sun. Oh my, you're right. I thought the village was completely dried of any young blood. Why are you saying that with the little tilde? Pause? What do you mean, Rhodia? What do you mean, oh my, you're right. I thought the village was completely dried of any young blood. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know, Rhodia. I don't know, Rhodia. Kinda suspicious. Kinda suspicious. Yeah, well, like Rhodia said, we hadn't seen mayors out there. There wasn't anyone else in this village we could comfortably call young. You're telling me Gramps was worried over nothing and told me to stay put inside. Yeah, well, we could have been, like, twisted evil people and, like, killed everyone. Going on and on about the dangers that outsiders pose and everything. It seems that they do not give full faith to their saviors. There are things you cannot share, even with whom you trust with your life. Though, I would like to know why. True! Something about the Odyssey, and something about, like, either the people on the ship, or, like, the people trying to get with Otis's, like, wife or something. Yes, he was. I think Hugo's annoying and therefore deserves to die. But chat really is revisionist historying Zach right now. That's what I'm saying. You guys are testing me about the lore about a character that literally I am the only one in the community who cares about. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. I don't know about that. You guys have picked an unwinnable battle. You guys are trying to school me on a character that I'm the only one in the world who cares about? Oh, buddy. Oh, you've entered my domain now. Barbara said she was gonna kill him anyways. If anything, Ryushu did him a favor. How does cutting off someone's hands a favor? That's just like an even more painful way to die. She could have just cut his neck off. Also, like, yeah, the barber's saying that, but then she got soloed and had to call in my goat Sanson to save her. So, like, Hugo could have, like, scurried out of there. Everyone here is illiterate, except for me, and I'm actually illiterate. My, so there are a bunch of other kids who are stuck indoors in this village. No, there isn't anyone around my age in the village, at all. If that's the case, I guess I can understand why he'd be overprotective. Anyways, it's our turn. We are... I'm good. I heard enough to get an idea. Please stop talking to me. I only want to hear from the orange-haired one with the giant spear. You did? Who, pray, how dost thou hear us? Via a listening device most secret upon our chamber? I think it's that she's got giant ears. All the better to hear you with. Mayers tapped the side of a wall, the part that was still standing anyways, and smiled ironically. Bad soundproofing. I could hear pretty much everything. Don Quixote, right? Everything Don Quixote practically sang during the day. Hey, verily I see. I think you could really do with some sense of embarrassment for once. You know who could deal with a sense of embarrassment, I think, better? You, Gregor! You! Mr. Potential Man! Mr. I made up a racial slur to call this new woman we found? Pipe down! Sit down! Wait till your potential gets here, if ever! Sit down! Manager, you're also illiterate? That's what I just said. I got you! Gridlocked! We are all illiterate. Except for me, who's the one who's actually illiterate. Thus, by saying that aloud, I have gridlocked you as well by your response. Replying that I'm illiterate, even though I already implied said thing explicitly. Thus, proving your illiteracy as well. Checkmate! Let's go. I think Mayor's here only in this collab story. She's not an Arknights. Oh. This is a Limbus Company original Arknights character. I'm literate. I agree with you at least half the time, Zach. That's fair. True. Well, I guess that's good enough for self-introduction, so... Care to regale me with the tale of fixers who bring justice to the evils of the city? Dude, they literally created a woman for Don Quixote to tell stories to. That's how much of a goat Don Quixote is. They had to create a person. They literally had to create a person, a named individual, in the Arknights universe, who does not actually exist in Arknights, who likes the stories that Don tells. Cinema. This, too, is a JoJo reference? True. Indubitably, then, this shall do. I shall regale thee in the tale which the legendary fixer, the arch-magnificence herself, the Red Mist, hath. I suppose that killed any hope for a good night, Skip. But, don't you usually pass out within a minute of your back hitting the hay, no matter how noisy things are? What? Do you take me for some kind of hibernating bear or something? The bear! The very scary bear! Wait, dude, they're literally comparing all the sinners to, like, different animals. Hold up. These are the animals the sinners would be in the Arknights universe. A hibernating bear or something. Look, even I have trouble sleeping when there's noise all over. Ow! That hurt. I gotta not make weird noises when the throat's sore. He's literally doing that to, like, help other people and, like, help Dawn not have other people get mad at her. I'd say bear in hibernation is a pretty apt description. For all that grumbling and moaning, he dozed off before any of us did. Aside from Heathcliff, who began snoring the moment his head touched the ground, some other sinners were fast asleep as well. Mersault had entered sleep in his usual steadfast adherence to the routine, while Faust laid claim to one of the few available cloth sheets as soon as the close of business of the day was confirmed. The sinners who had spent the entire last night searching for me in this unfamiliar land slowly began to fall asleep as well. Meanwhile, the fixers of the Z-Way Association's first section, though the night was no longer young, Don Quixote was still vigorously sharing the tales of adventures without even a single sign of fatigue. Hang on, gotta find a Tumblr post to quote. Yo. That's incredible because Mayor's was by far your favorite. True! That's because Mayor's was written by Limbus Company and not Arknights. That would make Heathcliff Russian. Bears are Russian in Arknights. Yo. She's not determined to do this until sunrise, is she? Ooh. I guess it's okay since Mayor's seems to be having fun. As I continued to watch the pair with some mild concern, Amiya, not yet asleep, approached me. This city Miss Don Quixote speaks of seems to be teeming with fixers of justice and exhilarating tales of adventures. Amiya. She's exaggerating a little bit. Amiya. She's exaggerating. They're not actually of justice. They just want a paycheck. Did you actually experience all of them yourselves? No, of course not. Don Quixote's stories are usually those of other famous people. But she's telling it with such vigor that it almost sounds like she was there herself. Yeah, she had, like, schizophrenia for, like, 200 years while she was locked in a lighthouse with only books. So, she kinda did. In her mind, she kinda did. She did experience all of these stories herself. The words jumped out of the page at her, literally. She was talking to the pictures on her wall. She was there. Well, I guess if you really want to get into it, some of them might be retellings of Don Quixote's personal experiences. Ishmael replied uncertainly, thinking back to the plays which we were made to watch back in La Mancha Land. Well, I think all those stories, even though they're only partially true, just go to show what a ridiculous place it can be. We won't need fixers of justice to begin with if we really lived in a just world, right? A really good place to live would be quiet and peaceful without someone having to force it. That's true. I hope there'll come a day when Rhodes Island can be a normal pharmaceutical company in the future. Oh no. This is the second time they've said something like that. The implication she's lying because she doesn't want to remind people that she's old. True. Also, I still think that Project Moon doesn't want to give spoilers of what actually happened to Don Quixote to anyone who's playing this event for the first time. Bah. Huh? Something wrong? No, I just thought Miss Mayers and I made eye contact. Who cares, Gregor? Nobody cares about you. Dude, Gregor's having to, like, farm for, like, any interaction. He's like, oh, I think this person made eye contact with me. It's like, dude, shut up. No, like, get out of here. Scurry away like the bug you are. Did she overhear our conversation? I looked to her direction as well, but all I saw was Mayor excitedly reacting to Don Quixote's tales. Whoa! What happened then? Thus spake Lady Otis boldly before the soldiers who stood in our path. Thou presumeth to stand in our path, servants of a master most unworthy. I, Otis, shall educate ye on how manner maketh. Don Quixote was now retelling the stories of Limbus Company's adventures in Hong Yuan, and Otis, who could no longer stand Don Quixote's unintentional alterations of the story, jumped to her feet and shouted, Darn it! What kind of nonsense are you feeding her? I never said anything like that! Oh no. You can't say that, Zach. If he gets to call people slurs, then I do. No, I'm kidding. 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 Oh no. Verily, certain aspects of this retelling may have been exaggerated. That's Tales of Adventures for you. Things are bound to get a bit dry when the story is told too realistically, and as is, right? You know, nothing, not even anything resembling a proper record or book remained once the profound silence swept through this village. So I've always had a craving for these kinds of stories. But Iberia doesn't stop Iberians from emigrating, contrary to their tight immigration control. Have you ever thought about leaving this place? It's still a challenge to cross the border, especially since we're going to have to pass through larger cities that are managed by the Inquisition. Yeah, also she's like a child, and like all her family lives here. Oh man, I want to read some books. Guess I'll have to like abruptly like unroot my entire family so that I can read books. Huh? You don't seem particularly fond of this Inquisition. Why is that? Otis, we literally have an Inquisition in our city. Connect the dots. Connect the dots. That's because this village was formed by people who grew tired of living under the Inquisition's rule and fled. Sorry, but what kind of organization is this Inquisition? See, Sinclair being here makes sense. Sinclair asked, face turning cold upon hearing the word Inquisition, and that people fled from it. Yeah, the Nagelund hammer we saw back at Claw weren't the kind of memories that are so easily forgotten. Just like how Cromer is gonna come back. She's gonna make a return. She's gonna make a return. Chat, Cromer's gonna come back. Cromer's gonna come back and they're gonna put cat ears on her. Thus it is spoken. Thus it is spoken. According to Dr. Kal'tsit, the Inquisition is what filled the power vacuum once Iberia fell into chaos. That its inquisitors are the rapier and lamp-wielding protectors of Iberia's cities from lawlessness. That alone kind of makes them sound like good people, though. Yeah, they are, but there's the Church of the Deep. The Inquisition will go to whatever lengths to deal with incidents related to the church that worships Seaborns. Fee, an organization that worships those monsters! It seems that cultish fanaticism is a plague wherever we go. I feel like people with all kinds of wrong faiths and beliefs are so common. See, the Seaborn are the ones that messed up Iberia, so following their logics, it's apparently it's okay for them to arrest anyone who seems even remotely connected to them. Are you saying that Iberia is like this because of the Seaborns? Those things from earlier? I guess they were kind of troublesome to deal with, but they didn't seem that strong. Gregor, there literally are... Like, we literally talked about this. There are stronger ones. Anyways, it's just what I hear from Gramps, but the Inquisition executed many innocent people too in their crusade against the Church of the Deep. Exactly, whenever you hear the word Inquisition and like, oh, we're doing good things to like cleanse the population, you should always be like, wait a second, they're calling themselves an Inquisition. Let's think about that. You don't just go, that sounds like a good thing. Like, you go, wait a second. They call themselves an Inquisition. For those who proclaim to be on the side of justice, they seem quite fond of committing such villainy. It seems like a reasonable policy decision to me. We know where Otis stands. I don't need to explain it. I don't need to explain it any further. We know where Otis stands. We don't have to go through this whole song and dance again. But we know where Otis stands. We know where Otis stands. But it must pose a clear danger to the lives of civilians, to the daily lives of civilians. Yeah, I heard I was the only survivor. Everyone in my family died, except for your grandfather, unless he's not actually your grandfather. Also, RIP. You must have had to endure such a long period of pain. To be able to say something like that with such composure. ... For Iberia, they are heroes who will bring its land back to the glory days. But to Gramps, they were just oppressors making his life difficult. So it literally is Nagel and Hammer. That's why we've all come here, fleeing from the Inquisition's gaze. Yet, wherefore hast thou decided to settle in at a place that is so, run down? Indeed. Yeah, I know. It's not that bad once you get used to it. Besides, we managed to find a new path thanks to you guys. A new path? Well, it's getting late. Will you be repairing the ship tomorrow, too? This place really has no soundproofing at all, huh? Good talk, everyone. Hope we'll get another chance to do this tomorrow, too. Uh-oh, she's gonna die or something. After seeing Mayors to her own room, the other sinners, who were still up anyways, and I laid ourselves on the hard stone floor with only a thin layer of cloth between it and our backs. Come hell or high water, I, Otis, will disagree with Don Quixote, no matter how stupid it makes me sound. True! A mysterious world that is neither the city nor the outskirts. But it seemed that the lives its people led were just as difficult as they were anywhere else. That was a long story chapter. Nobody expects the Iberian Inquisition. True! Yo. Bum 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 bum. I will say, it has already been 3 hours and over 3 hours and 20 minutes. I am out of water, basically. And my throat is very hoarse. Would you guys be alright if I ended the stream today and we pick off from here next time? It's a little scary because we've only done 3 things so far, and I really do not have that much time to stream as recently, as of late. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh, no. I mean, if the next module is, like, short, we can maybe do that. Yeah, this is fine? Okay. Okay, so the main lore and story things that we've learned is this place is kind of like the city. Hey, wait a second. This place is kind of like the city. Milk Arknights event, my streamer. You can do it. True. True. But yeah, with that, I think I'm going to call it a day here. We're definitely going to have to farm this so we can get the event reward. Also, so that we can get the... Wait! These two have effects? Uh-oh, I'm going to have to get these ones as well. But yeah, this looks like an insane, like, background. So I'm definitely going to get that, because we here love our card customizations. All these other rewards are secondary, even the tickets, because all these are, like, truly limited event stuff. But yeah. Gives me time to formulate my Sancho thoughts for you? True. I love Kim Ji-hoon exposing his game as an Arknights ripoff. True. I have a lot of good ideas for, like, games that are not, like, ripoffs of the Limbus Company worlds, but, like, take a lot of inspiration from it. And like, well, I would totally do, like, a crossover event.
I've still got the I forget what I called it, but like the like SCP Limbus company type thing.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, it's awful. Oh no. I mean, hey, at least it's justifiable to already have the E.G.Os so that you can actually get some like bonus currency. And also, unlike Spring Cultivation, because there is the easy and hard mode, you actually get even more reward clear stuff because you get these as well. But yeah. May I hear the Sancho thoughts on Discord? Perhaps, perhaps. That is up to Cheeky. But yeah, I think with that, I'm going to call it a day here. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and join the Discord. That way you can stay notified when we're going to stream next. But yeah, I think with that, I'm going to call it a day here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Make sure you all stay safe out there. And I'll hopefully see you all later. Bye!